Rafters TV. Now, I'm going to let you into the secret, right? Normally I don't like Mondays, but this week, I blooming love them. It's going to be the best Monday you have had in months. There is absolutely no doubt about that, because we are talking about the launch of a brand new Nature's Garden collection. And plot twist, right? Is possibly the cutest Nature's Garden collection I think you have ever seen. Get yourself to the website right away. Get shopping ahead. So many of you have already. It's incredible. I'm going to guide you through it in just a few minutes, but I am not on my own. It's like Sara's, shows of Sara, they're like buses, right? I've waited a week and a half for one, and then two come along at once. Sara, how are you?
Oh, tremendous. You've got a double Sara day, Joe. As if you hadn't had enough of me this morning, you've now got me for two shows this afternoon. Do you know, I love it. When you see that little launch and you see the little rocket come along, you just know it's going to be an awesome show when we've got something brand new. And this one, oh, I just love it. I love it because it's colouring themed, okay? So, yes, you've got, and Joe's right in what he says, the cutest Nature's Garden we have had in, well, possibly even forever. I'm going to say the cutest Nature's Garden ever, but it is an absolute joy to colour. So you're going to have me lost in my own little world, Joe. I've got seven demos I'm desperate to get through, but I also want to do some really lovely in-depth, because they're all animal fur. I've got my tri-blend brush out. We're going to do some practice flicking techniques. So the brushes are back in stock and I am putting them through their paces with this range. Oh my word, have we got an awesome 2 hours lined up for you. I cannot wait to get going. You can give them the heads up, and then I can actually give everyone the heads up on my cards if they want, George.
Absolutely, yeah, I think that's a fantastic idea, Sarah. I'm going to take you through everything you get included. I will say already that it's very, very busy on the main collection. 107 elements in total. It's 100. How much of the stock's gone here already, Johnny? 20%, a fifth of the stock has already gone. Right, let me take you through what you're getting, and then I'll tell you about how you can get it. Let's start off with, well, it wouldn't be a Nature's Garden collection without an edgeable, would it? And this is a gorgeous one. This is your foliage border that you've got here. You're gonna be able to do all those edgeable techniques with it. You're gonna use it to add texture. You're gonna layer that up. You're gonna extend it. There's gonna be loads that you're gonna do with that. We're gonna need sentiments, aren't we? Let's face it. What's a project without a sentiment? You've got a few in here for you. You've got with love, and you've also got happy birthday in there. Two sentiments that you are going to use all the time, and they tie in font wise beautifully with this, which I'm excited about, and I know you guys are going to be super excited about as well. We are included in here for you 3D die cut toppers, and you're going to get 24 of these. I'm going to give you a heads up, these are available on their own as well, and I know lots of you have been adding additional ones of those into your baskets as we've gone along. We have got some really, really awesome embossing folders in here. This is your foliage silhouette. What I love about this collection is it's super cute and the characters are awesome, but it's also quite subtle. If you wanted to pare it back a little bit, you could absolutely do that. If you wanted to make something a little bit more refined, you can do that. Or do you want to go OTT cute? Of course you do. It's going to allow you to do that as well. We've also got the gorgeous woodland trio in here, which are just beautiful. That's one stamp set. Another stamp set in here as well, the woodland animals. Look at that fox. Isn't he adorable? We've also got as well in here for you this awesome set. Now, I love this, one of my favorites. This is your flourishing floral frame that you've got in here. It's a stamp and die collection. And look at what it allows you to create. I'm actually seeing this pulled through into things like wedding stationery and scrapbooking as well, equally as well. Now, breaking news for you. This awesome woodland deer, I'm afraid, it's been so busy for the show, it's sold out on its own individually. The only way to get the woodland deer now is in the main collection. So if you want to get it, you want your hands on it, you do need to go for that main collection. And we've also got in here for you as well, the woodland bunny as well. This sort of goes back to the sort of over the edge style that was so popular when we launched it in the summer. Are you ready to move on to my favourite bits, right? Because you know how I feel about a paper pad. Me and paper pads. It's a long running love affair. And this one, oh, I'm seeing like if you've got children or grandchildren and you want to create things like mobiles and things to decorate their nurseries with, I think you're going to love that. At the same time, if you're going to send someone a little get well card or a thinking of you card, I just think going through this paper pad, you're going to see so many designs that are going to evoke memories and are going to remind you of people that are in your life. And you're going to think, oh, that's going to be great for X person. This is going to be great for Auntie Beryl or, you know, Uncle Brian. I just feel it's one of those things. It's one of those collections. 48 sheets in that one, by the way. I need to get less excited so I can tell you what I'm actually showing you. You're going to get that included in there as well. Now, what you're also going to get in here is the vellum pad. Oh, Sara.
Do you want me to get mine out?
I've go got through yours.
On. I'll go vellum. Right. As Joe said, the papers and the vellums match wonderfully. Now, are you ready with the vellums? Plot twist, Joe, you would say. Plot twist. Look at the back. You've actually got sheets of gorgeous, so you've got 60 die-cut toppers at the back here. So 4 sheets of printed die-cut toppers, and then you're getting your 24 sheets of vellums. So beautiful, beautiful designs. Oh, look, do you know what? I've done a bad job there, Joe. I've cut through it. Right, here we go. Right, so you've got the little squirrels, you've got the woodland scenes in there, then you've got your lovely fauna background designs as well, and you've got them all in those lovely, gorgeous woodland colours.
Really beautiful.
We don't do the vellums very often. We really don't. And we felt like this was a range that really lent themselves well to vellum, but then we really wanted to do the toppers. So instead of doing extra pads, we combine them both into one.
Absolutely. And the vellum has got the most amazing opacity to it as well. It gives you such a glorious amount of texture to your cards. We've also done as well a full-on card pad. Now this is 230 GSM. I know that when we brought out some of the textured card pads recently that corresponded to our collections, you guys have loved them. And these are all colour matched gorgeously to work with the pattern papers. This one as well, unlike some of our other textured cards, it's got a very sort of fine linen texture to it. This one's got a little bit of a coarser texture to it, and I love it because it really plays into all of those woodland themes and that foliage, giving you that extra texture and allowing you to make things that are really gorgeous and lush and full, and you're going to love it. Now, it's got so incredibly busy just since we started the show. I need to let you know, if you want to get your hands on it, the price there is amazing, £104 or $135. If you're in the UK or you're in the US, we're going to send it all to you totally free of charge, which I think is awesome of us. However, if you are, so you can see you've got a great saving there, £51 or $54, which on a brand new launch is incredible. However, Club Inspire Platinum members, it gets even better. Club Inspire Platinum members today, if you're in the UK, you can get this for £83.20, means you're saving over £72. If you're in the US as a Platinum member, you get this for $108, you're saving over £80. If you did want to cherry pick and just go for a few bits, spend over £40 or $40, you'll save 10%. But remember, if you want the woodland deer, you've got to get that in the big collection, and the best way to get the best value is to get the big collection. I know I say it a lot. Some of you I know already own this collection and love it. If you want to send me pictures of the things that you've been making with it, I would love that. You can email me studio@craftscompanion.co.uk. Sara, I know we say it a fair bit here, but the design team have outdone themselves with this collection, haven't they? It's clear they've loved it.
Well, the design team have outdone themselves. I'm going to let you show some of our design team samples later, because actually I've outdone myself. Now, I know I don't say that very often, okay? But the cards I've planned to show you, I'm so thrilled with them. So I'm going to show you all the ones that I've made ready that I'm going to remake for you today, so that you can see a little bit of what we'll be doing. So I'm going to start off super simple. If you were watching me on Create and Craft this morning, I did this one on Create and Craft as well this morning. It's a fold back, Joe. So you've got that lovely fold back. This is what I'm meaning when I'm saying they're made for colouring. So we're going to start off with a super simple card, do a little bit of colouring on there using that deer. I can't believe we've sold out. I put photos on my Facebook page of the cards I was going to do. The deer was the most popular one, and I can't believe you've actually bought us out of deers before we've started the show. Now, we still have them in the complete collection, but the deers are absolutely gorgeous. Now, that's if you want to use the deer on its own, okay?
A quarter of that stock is now gone. We are racing.
What, of the whole thing?
Of the whole thing. And this is not just a Crafters TV stock. As I've said before, we ring fence a huge amount of stock in our warehouse for our Crafters TV viewers. This is a site-wide stock we're talking about. I think this could be the most popular Nature's Garden launch of the year, Sara.
Yeah, well, it's because everybody loves the animals. We love the animals, and especially when you see me colouring them. Okay, I've got some amazing techniques to show you. I'm going to do this one here. Right, hands up, everyone who got their ultimate. Hands up who got your ultimate in birthday week and who's been watching that USB already. Actually, I shouldn't say that because I know a lot of you are waiting for yours on extended delivery. So I'll just keep quiet, okay? So this was one of the easel cards. You know, I told you, now you've all got that amazing USB, you're all going to be able to do some really advanced card making. This is the sort of stuff I'm talking about. So I'm going to show you how to do this one in the show. And we're going to do, this is using some of those lovely toppers from the back of the book, Joe, that we're talking about.
Just
and
gorgeous.
Also, you know, I love a good Z fold. You know I love a good Z fold, Joe. How about a Z fold using that die cut? So that is using the die that's the edgeable along the front of the Z fold. And I'm going to teach you how to add these little bits. So I did this on the Ultimate USB tutorial as well, but I'm going to teach you how to get those extra little characters sitting with perspective in your Z fold card. So we're going to do that one as well. Then another one of my Ultimate USB, I'm going to teach you how to do the pyramid card. How gorgeous is that? And by the way, that is using, Joe, that lovely vellum. So this would be wonderful with one of those, you know, the pretendy tea lights that don't really have a flame but have the battery light inside, the LED ones. That would be fabulous with one of those little LED lights in the front. Also sticking with everything that I've taught you on that Ultimate. You see, can you understand now why I said you need to have that USB?
You just got to have it.
You've just got to have it. But I know you've all got it. Let me know in the comments if you got it, right? And if you're waiting for yours to be delivered still, or if you're all excited. Apparently there's a little heart going up the screen. So we're going to do a nice simple stepper card. And this is using that incredible frame that's included, okay? Then, now this is another one. Now our producer Johnny, he loves the owls, right? How about I teach you how to do the owls and how to get them standing on top of each other? Right, so I'm going to teach you a masking technique later on in the show, and we'll learn how to do that all in one go and get the little owls standing on top of each other. And then if I make it all the way to the end, and I get all 7 demos done, then we're also going to have a little go at colouring them bunnies, because the bunnies are fabulous for the flicking technique with the In fact, the amount of techniques I'm going to have for you, Joe, with those tri-blend brush, whether it's colouring the bunnies, whether it's colouring the owls, I need to know who's already got the tri-blend brush. If not, you just absolutely need to get hold of your tri-blend brush while you're getting this collection, because they were made, animal fur was made to be done with the little flicking technique, which we're going to be doing loads of in the next couple of hours. So I'll get ready for my first demo, Joe. Give us a couple of minutes, but everyone, you must get those tri-blend brush if you haven't already got them.
Everyone is getting loads of people grabbing them. Good news as well, the full collection, the 24-piece box is back in stock. And the great news about that is that you get a 10% discount compared to when you buy individually. $71.99 if you're in the UK, $107.95 if you're in the US. If you've not, hang on, shut the front door, shut the back door, ride the deer up the road naked, $57.60 if you're a platinum member, or $86.36. That is an awesome value. Right, what you're getting in our tri-blend brush pens is basically everything that you knew and loved about our original tri-blend markers. However, now you're getting it with that gorgeous Japanese brush nib. You're still getting all those colours in there. You can do all of that gorgeous seamless blending that you're always able to do before. Let me take you through what colours you are getting in here. And also this will show you how the concept works. So if we look at dark red blend, for instance, you get DR1, which is the lightest colour, DR4, which is the medium shade, and DR7, which is the darkest shade. And you can see how you can then seamlessly blend from light through to dark. And the colour, the proprietary ink formulation that is in our Spectrum Noir markers is just an absolute pleasure to work with. If as well you wanted to go back and watch full 2-hour presentations on this after you've got them and get like even more inspiration, we've got you covered with that on the website. I'll tell you how to do that a little bit later. You get all of these colours, and then you're getting, of course, all of these ones as well. And it's a full collection. And I think it's a really awesome price to get yourself a full collection. Loads of you are chatting away to me on the socials already. Mary's in from Montana, Eve's here from London, Derry, Sarah's in Australia, Beth in Minnesota, Mary in Wisconsin, Maria in Devon, Christine in Derby as well. Sarah is loving Sara's top and scarf, as am I.
Ooh, thank you, darling.
Loads of compliments today for that as well. A lot of you already in the comments talking about all the extra bits that you're going for. And I must say, 3 out of 4 people that are going for the big collection are adding some form of extra paper pad into there as an additional one as well. So what I'll do is I'll just give you the details for that. Hang on a minute. Sarah, have we made a mistake here?
Go on.
Has your Simon seen the price on these paper pads?
Do you know what?
£12.99, that's an amazing price.
No, and do you want me to tell you how we've done that, Joe?
How?
Because we now know how many thousands of you buy extra paper pads. So now when we order the paper pads, we buy thousands of them in, which means we get them at a better price, which means we can pass a better price on to you guys as well. So it's because you buy so many that we're able, instead of $14.99 and $19.99, we've driven this price down as an original price down. So we've taken the price down, but then obviously if you're a platinum or a gold or a silver member, you get your discount on top of that. So it's literally, we now, you know, because I said during lockdown we got busier and busier and busier, Joe. We're now feeling the effects of all that busyness, and we're now starting to get thousands of these in at fantastic prices.
About £10.60 for a platinum member for a paper pad. £10.60 for a platinum member for a paper pad. For this gorgeous paper pad, this quality as well. You've also got the vellum pads. Now vellum pads are new, but really has taken us by storm. Fifth of the stock of the paper pad gone. Fifth of the stock of the vellum pad has gone. Not just vellums though, die cut toppers in the back of there. Wonderful thickness, great opacity on that vellum as well. And it smells delicious. Get it just to smell. And also, the most popular one, far and away, a quarter of the stock of the textured card has gone. 12 by 12. Beautiful autumnal shades to use with this collection and throughout your wider crafting as well. Right, very, very busy start to the show as we knew we were going to have. I am on the verge of giving myself a nosebleed, so I need to calm down a bit. I think I need to get a bit zen and watch Sara do some crafting. But any questions that you've got, please drop them into me over on Facebook or across on YouTube, and I will do my best to get them across to Sara as well throughout the next couple of hours. Right, how on earth are you going to decide which bit to go with first, Sara?
So really easy. My favourite bit is the digger. Your guys' favourite bit is the digger. And I'm reading loads, I'm sat reading all my comments here on my phone as we're going. Loads of people are saying they've got the tri-blend brush and they just need the techniques to use them with now. So guys, I've got you covered today. I've got you absolutely covered. Now, one of my favourite types of cards, and you can do this with the bunny and also with the deer because you've got that left and right cut, is how we're going to do a fold back card. So let me just show you. I've started off with a sheet of A4 cardstock, right? So this was twice the size and I just cut it in half. It would be exactly the same, guys, if you're working in the US with 8.5 by 11. Then you're going to fold it in half. So this is called, if I do it this way, this is called like it's a side fold, but it's like a long card. So it's 2 of these out of a sheet of A4, 8.5 by 11. And then I want you to score it and fold the front bit back so that you get that lovely fold back to kind of start with. Now, let me just show you with the stamps, right? In this stamp set, you've got the stamps and the dies, okay? Now, what's really special about these stamps, Joe, is that they're all photopolymer. So you're going to get a beautiful, so they look a little bit more frosty, but you're going to get a beautiful stamped image. So if I just take out my stamping platform here, so I'm going to just pop it on there. I'll open this right up. So we're going to stamp the deer onto this front panel before you get the fold, okay? And I'm going to take him, give him a nice little stamp along here, okay? And I'm going to stamp him so that he completely, or she, could be a she, couldn't it? Could be a doe, that's what they call a female deer, isn't it?
A female deer.
Doe, a deer, a female deer. See, I do know some stuff, right? So there we're going to go. I'm going to stamp, let's call it a her. I'm going to stamp her on the front of the card there like that. This is the detail, Joe, when you've got a photopolymer stamp. We're doing a Sara zoom here.
Beautiful.
How detailed does that stamp look, okay?
And they've got so much character, I know all of these little characters, they've got their own sort of individual characters, haven't they? I think
totally.
Our customers are going to love naming them, coming up with their like personality traits for them maybe as well. I can see it becoming a whole thing, you know.
Yes, I like that. Oh, can you remember when we were kids, there was that programme out, The Animals of Farthingwood?
Yes.
To me, it's just going to be like them. Oh, my boys would love this. I would
really
love doing little bits of cards like this. Right, here we go. Notice I've put that over the edge of the deer here. And then, oh dear. So then what we're going to do is we're just going to make up the sandwich and send that through. Now, if you're wondering, like, how have I ended up with it here? What's all the plan? You'll see in a second. So you're going to need your little snips. Who treated themselves to scissors when they were on offer in birthday week?
Loads of people got them.
Did you manage to get yours, Joe, before they sold out?
Someone bought me some. Director Daniel bought me some as a housewarming present. All 3 sets.
Oh, he's so cute,
He's
isn't
so
he?
adorable.
He's
How
so
lovely.
cute. Right, watch this then. So we trim up to the start of there. and then I trim up to this part here, okay? So can you see you end up with the fact that the deer is folded back over the front of my card, okay? So then what I'm going to do, Joe, is I'm going to take him, pop them out the way, and we're going to do a bit of colouring. Now, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do, in fact, I'm going to do the front part of the deer, and I'm going to colour that with the greys first, right? So let's have a look. You've got your ice greys and your brown greys. I think I'll work with the ice greys on this one, right? So watch what you do. You put the light colour, so all over the base here, and you see you've got that lovely fine nib, so you can get right into the detail there. So I'm going to put the grey just into the middle there, and also the insides of his ears. Let's have a look. No, I wouldn't have any inside of his ear on that
There's
side.
always something magical when you see a deer, isn't there? You know, you're out in the car and you look across the fields and you
Yes.
see a deer running along. There's always something
love
like
it.
magical about it. I can't explain it. Especially if it's like really crispy in winter time. I don't know, that's when I always tend to see them. I really love it.
I love them. I see a couple. You know, I go running early in the morning.
Yeah.
I sometimes see some on the golf course if I'm ever cheeky and nip onto the golf course when I'm not supposed to be.
We can't advocate trespassing.
So right, let's have a little look. So all I'm doing now is blending that grey straight in. You can see I'm using the brush strokes on my light grey there to just blend all of that in. Now that's the kind of brush stroke on the front. You will see this when I start to move on to my other ones, right? Now, watch this. I'm going to start now with my golden browns. Now, can you see we've got the light, the mid, and the dark on the golden browns. So let's work on his face first of all, right? Or her face. Didn't I say I was going to make her a girl?
I think it's a her.
You think it's a her, do you? Yeah, she's cute, isn't she? So I'm going to just colour in all of her face like this, right? Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it a little bit more deer shaped. So let's come in with the middle one, I think. So let's have a look. She would have a little bit of a rounding here, and then we'll take it round to just above her eyebrow, a little bit like that, right? So I've just kind of put in my own, leave it a little bit on the top. So I've put in the dark there. And then also, let's have a look, we'd have a little bit round the edges.
Worth saying as well, Sarah, if you want inspiration as well, Pinterest is great, isn't it, for getting ideas when it comes to like colouring up your projects. If you want to see what the design team have done, the marketing suites as well, all of that imagery you'll find on Pinterest. If you're not on Pinterest, it's really worth joining and giving us a follow there. So much inspiration for you.
Well, that's it, because we try and show you all the samples on the show, but not all of the samples we even get into the studio. You know, some of them just stay with some of our designers. So if you're wanting to kind of really see most of the ideas, Pinterest is where you're going to do that. So let's have a little look. I've got that lovely deer shading round there. Oh, we've had a cracker there from our Adam. He says, if you want any ideas, then you know where to go and look. Right. So can you see how I've just followed that shading round, Joe? And then I'm going to do a little bit more with the brush stroke. This is where your tri-blend brush really come into their own, as it was, right? And I'm following that round.
The thing that I was always scared of when I first started using art markers was putting too much colour down. But you can really be quite gung-ho with it, can't you? Like, if you want that good blend, then just really... I thought, like, less is more when I started, and I was completely wrong, basically.
No, totally not. Totally not. Watch this. Now I've done his head, I'm going to follow his body round, right? And I'll be really honest, Joe, there's absolutely no way I can talk and do this. I've explained to you what I'm doing, right?
No worries at all.
So now you can watch what I'm doing. You can tell me what everybody's saying.
Christine is saying hi from upstate New York. She said, this set is rolling on by today. I ordered a lot more sets of vellum and paper pads. Can't wait for them to arrive. Peggy is loving the pads. She also bought the whole collection this morning. She can't wait for it to arrive. Therese says, hi Joe and Sarah, love this collection. Sian says she's ordered before the show. So many of you now, sort of savvy, crafty shoppers out there, pre-programmed, ordering the day before and the morning of the shows. Yolanda says, I bought 2 of the paper pads, one to use, one to stroke. Great idea, Yolanda. Crafting with Quilling Lady as well says this collection is perfect for all the autumnal projects that I have planned. Mary says, the deer is what called me immediately to need this collection. I love Bambi. The deer that you're seeing as well, Sara used there, it's sold out individually. If you want to get your hands on it, you can, but in the big collection is where you're going to need to get hold of it. Eagle says, I love owls and feathers and wings, and boy, those tri-blend brushes look pretty ding-dang awesome. Now, that's a new term that I think we need to adopt. Ding-dang.
Ding-dang.
Ding-dang awesome. Love that. Christine says she got the USB and the tri-blend marker sheets set to go. Julie says, I'll come back to that one, it's about the markers. Rebecca says that I've got the collection and extra of all the paper pads. I can't wait to get it. I think what we might need to do, Sara, is maybe do like the Buy the Show collection. I think we might need to do like another collection going forward where you buy the show and then you get one extra of all the paper pads. Like Buy the Show Plus or Buy the Show Extra. Maybe, because so many people are adding all of those paper pads in right now.
Well, all I would say is do them while we've got them in stock. Absolutely,
please do. Gilmore says, the woodland prints would look great on fabric, Sara, just saying.
Oh,
hint, hint.
Yeah.
Marley says, good morning from Germany. I bought the whole collection. I couldn't resist. Hannah Horn as well. Lovely to have her on the show today. It says, loving all the woodland friends. Of course, I had to get the lot. And Rebecca says, thank you for the photopolymer stamps. I love photopolymer. Wendy has ordered the whole set. Maria says, oh my God, you've done it again, Sara. What amazing collection. Loving all of the animals. Ro to the rescue. Ro joined us on the Craft House on Saturday. She was fabulous. She says, boy deers have antlers. So it's definitely a doe.
Definitely a door.
Yes, indeed.
Do you know, it's a good job we can rely on you guys to keep us right, isn't it?
Marion says, what cardstock are you using? Is it Nina here for this or stamping? Nina.
Brilliant. So this is the Nina card because look at how perfect that blend is. And I tell you what, Director Adam is right in there for the blend. But look how we've got we've managed to actually make her head look right. I'm just not liking the bum there, but watch, you can come in. Once it starts to dry and the alcohol evaporates, you can always come back in and give it a little bit more of a blend in there. Now I'm happy with it. Now we're happy with that blend. A little bit more down here, you see. And you can just add in, you can always add more. It's easy to add on to it, okay? It's difficult. I mean, you can with the tri-blends, you can take away, but look how easy it is to get that kind of blend going. Oh, let's have a little look. I'm going to get a little bit done on his nose.
And is that just 2 pens you use there?
2 pens, and then I've just built in a little bit of slightly different shade of grey there for his thing. Awesome. But yes, just 2 different. And actually, all of the deer was all done, by the way, with the golden brown. So what I'm going to do, Joe, is I'm literally just going to add a couple. I've taken some of the bits from the paper pad, right? Now with your paper pad, guys, you get a 6x6 and a 12x12, right? And I feel like I need to show you the difference in sizes on some of these, okay? So if I just bring this in here, let's find that lovely background there, right there. So there it is in the 12x12 and this same background in this one in the 6x6. So can you see why you need both? Yeah. So for this card here, what I've done is I've taken just part of this. And you see, I've just cut part of it away. So it makes a lovely background piece. I've done another card. In fact, look, this is it here. This is the one I'm hopefully going to show you later. Because it's a larger card, I've used the larger background. Look at the difference they make. So this is why you need both sizes, okay?
The 6x6 might make a lovely photo holder, you know. You know, like you clip it into, like you use it to hold it in the corners. Just make a little cut in there and pop a photo in, pop it in a frame. Would look gorgeous, wouldn't it?
Oh, I like it. I like it. Right, let me just get me tape. Oh, crikey, I've got a lot of dotty tape pens here. And then have I got any straight ones? Do you know, I'm missing for a couple of days, Joe.
I don't think I stole it. No, I didn't. I used a dotty one. Debbie Robinson.
Is that how Debbie Robinson been in?
Debbie Robinson went through, she finished 6 tape pens in one show. 6 tape pens run out for her, bless her.
Oh, it's all right, because I've got my tacky. I've got some tacky and I've got some all-purpose here. So I think I'll use the all-purpose and then I'll go on the hunt between the shows. So look at this. This is going to go lovely into the corner there, right? So what I'm doing is I'm having this showing on the top corner and then I've just used one of the lovely background papers. I mean, these are fabulous. So some little background papers, Joe, but what you need to do is you need to put one here. So one goes kind of on the inside of your card there. There we go. And then another one I want you to put on the back part here. This, by the way, is totally right. You're going to expect, because they are your alcohol pens, you're going to expect them to bleed through. If they don't, you're not using the right type of card, all right? So that's going to go onto that there. There's my deer. And then actually all I've done is I've used one of the sentiments. You are so special to me. And I'm just going to put this couple of little globules on there. And actually, I think I'll put that down in the corner like this so that I've still got space to write in here. And there we go. So that is about as simple as they come, Joe. Gorgeous little fold back card. I'll just crease that nicely so that it stands nicely when it folds back. There, that's what I'm talking about. So now I've eased you in gently. we can start on with some of the more advanced ones. I don't know where to go next. I don't know whether to do me Z fold or whether to do me I've got loads to do. But I'll get ready for the next one, Joe, and we're going to do a little bit more colouring again because I am loving the tri-blend colouring.
Yeah, absolutely. I just want to quickly show you as well some of the gorgeous samples that I've got over here because they are absolutely awesome. Check out I was going to say the level of intricacy in them, but when you actually think about it, a lot of the intricacy has come from the paper pads. You know, these are dies and stamps that we're talking about. A lot of that work has been done for you. You're adding a little bit of colour, bringing in some of your nesting dies into there, maybe some of your banner dies as well. I think it is really gorgeous. I love the fact that it's not really gender specific. It's not occasion specific really in any way as well. So that means it's going to become one of those really versatile collections. It's going to live in your stash that is going to be absolutely timeless. And I think we're really good at doing that here at Crafters Companion as well. Because, of course, everything is designed by crafters for crafters. It means that we bring you collections that you're going to get so much use out of, whether it is cards you're doing, maybe you're doing calendars. Look at these, absolutely awesome there with a calendar, or if it's your concept cards with your ultimate that you're doing, think about getting all of your colouring mediums involved as well. You are going to have the loveliest time. I can sense it. Right, I need to have a word with you all though, because I'm starting to get a little bit concerned about the stock situation, because Johnny has just told me, I told you a quarter of the stock had gone, didn't I? Johnny has just informed me that one third of the stock, that is our total stock that we've got for you in our Global Fulfillment Centre, has sold out and gone. There are also so many of you in the ordering process at the minute across on our website, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com.eu. When I tell you a third of the stock has gone, it does not take into consideration everyone that is trying to place an order at the moment. The website is in absolute meltdown at the moment. I knew that you were going to love this collection and you guys really are loving it. A third of the stock gone. We are half an hour into our Crafters TV launch day. Quite an amazing response, it really is. Right, I want to run you through again exactly what you are getting because I appreciate it might be making your mind up time sooner rather than later for some of you. So edgeables would not be a Nature's Garden collection without a gorgeous edgeable in here. That is exactly what you've got with this one here. I love that you can use it as an edgeable, you can snip it away and use it as foliage, and you can layer it up as foliage as well. Sentiments, gonna need sentiments, and it's so lovely that you've got these sentiments in here in that gorgeous kind of whimsical but very legible font as well at the same time, which is going to carry through. Now the awesome thing about the sentiments is that they match the toppers that we've got in this collection as well. You have got these are gorgeous die cut toppers for you. You've got sentiments in here. These are awesome for stoppers. You saw the triple easel that Sara's going to be doing later. These work beautifully as stoppers. They also work really lovely on smaller cards. They also work really well on tags as well, so a really lovely way to get a hold of those. Right, we've also got for you as well the embossing folder. This is a foliage silhouette, really beautiful. I love that it creates that gorgeous frame for you to work with and to pop things inside of. The stamps in here are awesome. These are the cutest stamps that we've produced in such a long time. This one is Woodland Trio. You're not getting one set, you're going to get two. You're also going to get woodland animals in here. That fox, I don't know what it is about that fox.
I'm going to colour the fox next.
Are you?
He's my second favourite after the deer, and he is amazing. You need the burnt orange. If you've got this, if you ordered this when it was on HSN, you've had it delevered, get your fox out, get your burnt orange out and colour along with this.
Oh, awesome. I feel like foxes get a bit of a bad rep, you know. You know,
Yeah.
people say the sly fox and all that. Look, ours is he's a nice fox, okay? He's not a nasty fox, he's not sly, he's very caring, he shares, you know, he's very down to earth. I like our fox. We've also got this one for you as well. This is your flourishing floral frame that you've got here as well. It makes up this really gorgeous, intricate framework here. Think about decoupaging these elements around there and creating something very lush and full. You're going to love that. Now, I've no idea how it happened, but it's sold out individually. Yes, if you want the deer, the woodland deer, you're gonna have to get it in this collection. I think as well, if you own any of our Over the Edge collection, really lovely. This is a follow-on to that, and it's also specific to this collection. I think you're gonna really enjoy using that. You've then got as well the woodland bunny as well, which is awesome, really gorgeous, and great as well for Christmas. I think bunnies work so well for Christmas crafting, which is awesome. That's all the hardware, if you will, that you are getting included. Let's move into the paper, because this is where it starts to get really exciting. Now, you're going to get one of each of these included. You are getting this in the 12 by 12 size and in that 6 by 6 size as well, which is awesome. You've got 48 pages. As Sara said, we are able now to order in much bigger bulk and bigger volume with these paper pads. It's why the price is what you can see there, £12.99 or I think £10.60 if you're a Club Platinum member. Really great value, and you're still getting all of that awesome quality. 12 designs, 4 of each. It's beautiful quality as you come to expect. Now, you're getting that. We launched some textured cardstocks recently, and I must say we had such an incredible response to it. So what we've done is we've done a textured cardstock that colour matches this whole Nature's Garden collection. I love this one because it's got a bit more texture, so it really does give you that kind of like leafy foliage. When I flick through this paper pad, I can imagine like crunching leaves is what it kind of evokes for me. You've got that included in there. It's going to work great with this collection. It's also going to work awesome as a standalone paper pad as well. Lots of you going for an extra one. That one at the moment, actually, the textured cardstock is your most favourite. Now we've got the vellum pad, but it's not just about vellum, because what you've also got in here are awesome die cut toppers. Now you had the smaller die cut elements in the other element that I showed you. These have got awesome big ones. So if you just are looking to do a really quick card, you can pop that on there. This vellum is absolutely stunning quality. It really is. The opacity on it is amazing as well. So it really helps you to do things like build up texture. It tears and rips beautifully as well if you want to make something super rustic. The patterns and the designs in here are gorgeous. I absolutely love that. I think it is absolutely stunning. £24.99 or £29.95 if you want to go for this. 24 sheets of vellum in there, plus those toppers as well. Now, if you're going for the big collection, pretty much all of you are, I've just been told that over a third now of the stock has sold out and gone. £104 if you're in the UK. Club Inspire Platinum members get it for $83.20 today. If you're in the US, $135. Platinum members, that comes down to $108. Platinum members in the UK save £72, or in the US save $81. That is, like, guys, unheard of on a brand new collection for you. Also extremely busy on those tri-blend brush pens. I knew it would be, because we've got that big collection, the full collection pack back in stock for you, which is the best way of getting the best value. 20% of the stock now gone here already. We've waited so long to get these back in stock. £56 if you're a Platinum member in the UK as well. Really fantastic, and it's a match made in heaven, really. Those brush pens along with this gorgeous woodland animals collection. I am so pleased you guys are loving it as much as we have. This is another one of those, you know, like rose gold. For ages I couldn't say anything, and it was like I had this secret and I just wanted to like let it out into the world. That's how I felt about this one. I mean, it is so gorgeous. And what I love, Sara, as well, if you look back to our previous Nature's Garden, you think I love the versatility that we offer our crafters. You know, we've gone from nativity to woodland. You think about that. And then we had peacock in the middle there as well. 3 collections, all equally stunning, but totally different. And they offer everyone something completely different, which I love.
It doesn't, and I think for a lot of people, it's like me, it's having everything to coordinate. So that gorgeous card that we did, it was all about the stamped image. But then we'd given you the dies to have the versatility to do so much. And then you've got all the papers, the vellums, the toppers to finish it all off. And that is what I love about these collections. It's not just stamps, or it's not just dies. It's a rounded collection with those beautiful papers to finish it off. Now, I'm going to go straight in with that fox because he is fabulous. Now, I've got the 2 extra sets of stamps. So we didn't do dies for everything, Joe. We toyed with the idea, but it would have been well over £200 then for the collection. So I've tried to make it affordable. So these are designs that are really easy for you to cut out, okay? So I've done the cutouts where we've got like the ones that do the fancy, you know, the cut on edge part, but where you're just going to stamp and colour them in, we've just given you the stamps here. So let's have a little look. So with the fox, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp him and I'm going to go straight into the middle here. This is Nina cardstock again. So I'm just going to stamp into the middle of the Nina cardstock so that you can get in nice and close and watch what I'm doing with the colouring. Now, a little bit of a tip. Pop yourself another sheet of Nina card underneath and then it's easy for you to get your blend going. Now, here we go. I'm going to use the burnt orange. So it's called burnt orange blend and you can see you've got BO 1, 3 and 4 on this one. Now, I'm going to work on his tail first of all. So what the beautiful thing about these brush nibs, Joe, is that you can come right in to those little tiny parts and get right in there with the nib of your brush, because you're working on such a fine area. So we've got that lovely brush, but then look how easily we can do lovely big areas by taking down the side of the pen, and you've got that lovely big area with a perfect flood fill. Now, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come to the mid one. So when you're doing your fleur ficking, what you're going to do is you're going to anchor your wrist, and then we're going to flick the light orange, going to flick the darker orange into the lighter orange. So can you see we've got that? You can see that we've gone from 1 to 3, but because I'm flicking it instead of just putting the pen down and layering up the colour, you get that lovely ombre. You can see the ombre there on the side. And then what you do is you cut to the very, very deepest one and you're going to come right into the very tip. So again, using the tip of that brush, bring in that coloured detail, and then we're going to flick. So I'm just going to colour in all the detail first, and then we're going to flick with the darkest one. And because we've got that lovely flood of alcohol, you get that perfect fox fur with the fur-like effect with the brush strokes built into it. Look how fabulous that is. You can see that lovely shading with the sweep of the brush. I just love that. Now, I'm going to leave his chest bare, because we're going to do that a different colour. And I'm going to do exactly the same with his arms now. So just colouring in around the arms and using the very, very point of the pen to just get in there. And then what can happen, Joe, is everybody can stay and watch me doing all of my lovely brushing technique, and you can tell me what everybody thinks.
People are loving it. Do you know what I really like about this collection, Sara, is that a lot of people love to colour with their alcohol markers, but I think sometimes really big projects can be a bit overwhelming. And you know, what I think people want is the ability to use their alcohol markers, but I love that the imagery here, it's not small by any stretch of the imagination, but I think they're quite quick projects. You could easily stamp a few of these out, couldn't you? And sit down, even if you're just watching, you know, a couple of episodes of your favourite soap, you could get half a dozen of these done in no time at all, and then go back to the craft room and die cut them out later. So I think when you're giving them, people are going to be able to see the effort that you've put into this, but it's not going to take you, you know, a really, really long time. Of course, absolutely, on the other hand of that, if you love your alcohol markers, you might love to sit down and colour, you know, one project in for 4 or 5 hours, but these give you that payoff really quickly and really effectively, which I personally love. Wendy says, my husband had been on nights and has just gone for a snooze, leaving me watching Crafters TV. His comment as he goes off upstairs, well, at least I don't have to worry about you ordering today. You've already ordered it. She says, by Jove, I think he's got it finally. Absolutely.
He's one smart cookie, that husband.
He really is. Amanda says, hi Joe and Sara, just ordered the complete collection. I'm waiting for my ultimate to arrive. Looking forward to this show so much. It is all simply gorgeous. Crafting Stacey says as well, this collection reminds me of a certain department store Christmas commercial.
Oh, yes,
I
it
think
does.
you could definitely find these guys bouncing on the trampoline in your back garden on Christmas morning. 100%. Mary loves the vellum as well. She says it is gorgeous. Chris says this whole set is so fabulous. Monica says, I just ordered it. I cannot wait for it to get here. The animals are not too babyish. They really are fit for any age, which is what I needed, and I give them to guys. I think that's a really great point. They are cute without being, I can't think of the word to sum it up. And absolutely, if you want like mega cutesy adorable, and they are and more fun, like things like our spinner cards and stuff like that, absolutely, they are like the overload of that, which they are awesome. But I guess you can make this a little bit more grown up. You can make this a little bit more refined if you want to. Laurie's just ordered 2 of all the paper pads.
Good
I
shout.
don't think you're alone. I do not think you're alone. They're very busy on all of those paper pads individually, which is absolutely awesome. And also, maybe if you had really much younger, how about like your Grace, for instance,
yes.
Sara? You could make her like little cards with the animals on and put the names on and like helped her to learn maybe like what the animals were.
That'd
Like
be
little
lovely.
flashcards. That's a lovely idea, isn't it?
Oh yeah, do you know anything like that? I think because the animals are cute, but they're right side of cute. They're not like sickly cute, are they not? They're just the right side of the cute there, Joe. And the thing is, especially with the tri-blend brush, I mean, look how much I'm enjoying just sitting doing the colouring. And I've done loads of different techniques on here. So I've done some where we've blended, this has been blending backwards into here. I've done some where we've just done that really nice, easy flicking technique. So I'm flicking up from the centre. And you can have as much or as little control as you want. So you can get really, really fine brush strokes on here if you want to. Or you can have lovely big sweeping bursts of fur, whatever type of colouring you like to do. This is the beauty of it. I mean, I've got out the lines a little bit there underneath his face. So I'm just colouring in with a deeper shade. Nobody will ever know. Like, can you see there? I've got a tiny little bit out the lines here. You won't know when I've gone over with him. And this, I mean, the fox is definitely, if you're only picking up a few elements in the collection, the fox is probably one of the ones that you might not have thought to get. But let me tell you, you need to get it because it is so wonderful. Look at that there.
Beautiful.
Isn't he lovely?
Really, really gorgeous.
There you go. So what I want you to do is, I want you to colour the fox. Now I've done the fox. Let's have a look. Give him a little red nose as well. I've done the fox, and then also I've done a couple of the other little animals, and I've just fussy cut them out. So do you want to see which ones I've done?
Oh, yes, please.
There's my little fox fussy cut out. So exactly the same as the one I've just done, but I've fussy cut him. And then I've also got, the hedgehog. The hedgehog is absolutely wonderful to do the little furry technique. The little mouse, you can do the fur technique with the mouse as well. And then I've also done the little, can you see this here? Because the mouse can sit on here.
Oh, I love that.
Or you can have the hedgehog sitting on the tree trunk. Or a little bit later on, I'm going to show you how you can do the owl sitting on the tree trunk. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a Z fold card, right?
It was only a matter of time.
It was only a matter of time, right? So now I've got my colouring done. I'm going to pop this away. I'm going to put you over there. Right, here we go. For anybody who doesn't know how to do a Z fold, I've got my UK Ultimate out here. So if you're working in A4 sizes, this is exactly what you would need to do. If you are working with US sizes, you can do exactly the same, but using your US letter size, or go and watch my tutorial where you can see how to do your Z fold cards with the Ultimate.
I don't mean to alarm you, Sara.
Go on.
But you're going to be alarmed.
Go on.
40%. 40% of the big collection of Sara and Gone.
So we're not even halfway.
Doesn't even take into account everyone that's in the ordering process. That is names on boxes in the warehouse waiting to be shipped out.
Right. Well, whatever happens, guys, I'm going to be here because if we sell out of the big bundle, we're still going to have the individuals.
Okay,
so I just won't be able to do my dia cards. So I'll get my dia cards done early, but I will be here for another hour and 15 minutes getting through as many of these demos as possible, even if we sell out of that big bundle.
That's a good idea.
Right. So watch what I'm going to do. I've got a sheet of A4. I'm going to do the half fold. I'm also going to do the gate fold. So what this will do is this will put your fold line at the halfway point. And then we'll also put you should always fold away from itself, at the quarter way point, right? And it gives you that perfect. So whether you do it in A4 size or if you've got your US letter card, you're going to do it in US letter card stock. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take that and trim it to 5 5/8 of an inch because that then squares off the card, right? So if you're doing a Z fold card, you've got these two bits here. This flips over and connects onto the bottom of there, okay? But I'm actually going to go one step further. I've done that. It's under here somewhere, Joe. I've just got stuff everywhere, right? I've done that in a piece of, can you see it's exactly the same size in that lovely cardstock that we've got from the lovely textured effect one. It's got that lovely texture, right? So that is it's exactly the same. It's going to flick over and go on the bottom, but we're going to die cut this. So let's get that wonderful die cut. Where's it at? Your favourite, Jo, right? So if I take this out, watch what we're going to do. We're going to pop this on first of all, and we're going to continue it on. So I'm going to start here, and can you see we're going to go round, and then we're going to connect it onto there with the next bit round. Yeah, makes sense?
Absolutely, I'm following.
So I will hold that. When you're holding it down with a bit of tape, by the way, right, what you're going to do is you're going to hold it down on the bits that cut away. So I'm holding that in place there. As long as you can watch what I'm doing, Jo, we're basically going to cut a bit, move a bit, cut a bit.
Awesome. Loads of you loving these. Such a massive response. Sarah says how much she loves all the techniques that Sara's showing us. So thank you so much for that. Tracy's just gotten a bit of the bullet and ordered her tri-blend markers, which is fantastic. What colours did you use on the fox is what Kathy wants to know.
So the fox, I use the BO, which is the burnt orange blend, and then I also use a little bit of the golden brown blend. But if you have that 24 pack, you've basically got all the colours.
You have got the lot.
Are you seeing there, by the way, Jo? I've done the first bit, right? So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to join on. We're going to follow that curve up. So I'm just joining up that curve there. Can you see? So we're joining up the curve, putting the tape back on, and I'm going to send this back through another time, but that curve's all going to join on. Yep.
Awesome. So Sean says you could make great baby milestone cards with this collection, which is another really, really awesome idea. Lots of you are starting to check out now on the website, which is fabulous because I'm really pleased that you're getting it. But it's also like concerning because I'm really worried about the stock situation. Half of the stock almost now has sold out and gone. What I would say to you, if you've decided that you want this full collection and you sat with it now in your basket, I'll tell you what we'll do, right? We'll get to the end of this demonstration.
Yep.
I think what we should do is give everyone a chance to check out because I know that people just don't want to miss your demonstration, Sarah, which is really easy.
Because they're so good, Jo.
Absolutely, they are. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll play the Club Inspire VT after this, after a piece of video. I got very technical there with you. And then after that, I'll also recap what's in the collection. So if you want to check out after this demonstration is your time. You've got about 4.5 minutes to get checked out after this demo. How does that sound, Sarah?
It's all right. I better get my demo finished then.
Yeah.
The good thing is, I mean, this is a Z fold, absolutely at the next level. So with having, can you see, I'm just peeling that away. Just try and be gentle, right? But I wanted you to see the idea that we'd continued that curve on. Now I'm going to be pedantic. I haven't quite got that lined up perfect there. So it just, can you see, it just follows that curvature. And I've got that lovely bit. You wouldn't see where the die ended and the next bit of the die started. Now, as if by magic, Jo, I have done one of these Z-fold cards that I've matted and layered with some of the cardstock. It's like one of them things where you need to have this and then I click my fingers and this one comes, yeah? So can you see I've got the paper on the background and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this part here, okay? And let's have a look. This is, so you've got the front bit and then the fold. And I just want to make sure you've got them folded. Now, here's what you do, Jo. You take your tape pen. So where's my straight tape pen? Here it is. And you're going to put your straight tape pen all over the bottom part of this bit here, okay? So all over the bottom part there. And then your dotty tape pen, because I know you've got them both to hand. Now you're all stocked up during birthday week. And I want you to put your dotty tape pen over these parts here. And also these parts just at the end here, all right? So dotty tape pen over this part as well so that we can get it really, really well stuck down. And then what you do is this bit goes over the front panel there and that dotty tape pen enables you to stick all of them down perfect. And then the same here, this comes in, pops down there, and then you're going to stick that down and your dotty tape pen enables you to stick that down there, right? Now, that is just a regular Z-fold card, Jo, with the lovely grasses coming up at the bottom, which I personally love. You want to take it to the next level. We want to put our characters inside this little bit here, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to cut some pieces of acetate to exactly the same width as that there. So can you see I've cut mine and I've just done little folds on the edge so that that is exactly the same size as the width that we have in that part there. Yep, so you can see there on the overhead where that's come in there. So all I'm going to do, Joe, is I'm going to put tape on the 2 side pieces here. And then I'm going to take that and I'm going to position it inside ever so carefully. All right. Get that stuck down at one side where we want it. And then the trick with all of these is to then fold your card closed.
Is this a lot like that? What the technique
box.
we use for the pop-up boxes?
Yes,
Is that the same
it's
technique?
exactly
Awesome.
the same.
Thought I'd
but
seen
we
it
just
before.
put our own bit. Oh, hang on, I haven't stuck this bit down the centre too well. Give that a good rub at that side, so that once I've got them stuck down, I've created like an invisible connector across the middle. Come on, I'll do one more, right? I've cut 2 pieces of acetate. So let's make sure, because I've got a bit of sticky on them. Sticking my tape on, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop that inside here. Right, get that laid on the inside there and stick it down really well at one side. Now, if you have another look from the overhead, you can see there where I've spaced them 2 out. Yep. And then all I'm going to do is get this, stick that down really well and make sure that when we fold it over, that sticks down. Right, brilliant. And then when we stand it up, oh, no, you there have a little bit of too much sticky on. So that's going to come up to that piece there and stick on in there. Absolutely perfect. And that gives us the little bit of an extra inside. And that's what we can put our characters on. So awesome. What have we got? We've got our Mr. Fox. So Mr. Fox can just go put a little bit of glue along the bottom of him.
I feel like we need a name for the fox, you know. I think if in the comments... let us know in the comments on Facebook and YouTube. Let's name the fox.
Called?
We'll do them each. We'll do all of them, right? So we'll name the fox first. Let me know your fox names. Get those in. And then after that, we'll do the deer, but I'll let you know when. So fox names, let me know.
Fox names, right. Oh, do you know what? We can officially, even whatever you decide, we'll make it official.
We could.
Yeah, so we'll officially, and we'll go and change his name on the website and everything.
Okay.
Right? So there you go. We can do it officially. Right. How cute is that? You've got those 2, so you can see my little mouse and my fox in the woods. And when you look at it from the front on, you can see exactly where they're floating there in the middle. Such a clever card, okay? So you can see those 2 little guys there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop my little Mr. Hedgehog. He can go over here like this. So little Mr. Hedgehog can be coming along from there. And then I'm trying to see how I did my other card. Yes, I had a lovely, one of the toppers from the back of the vellum pad is relax, unwind and enjoy. And I've got a couple of large foam pads here. Crikey, here we go. We've got everything. Well, we've got medium-sized foam pads, almost like large ones. There we go. And we'll stick these on the back there. And that is how you do a Z fold at the next level. Now that again, this technique is covered on that USB that we've got for the Ultimate. But I think how fabulous to see it in the application there in a slightly different size. Absolutely love that idea of the little characters floating in the middle there. Isn't that totally cute?
It's really lovely, and I could see taking that same concept and creating some box frames with real depth in them, you know, using the foliage in different layers and leveling it up and creating a whole, you know, little, what are they called? It's not a menagerie of woodland animals, is it? There must be a correct collective noun for
that's a nice word. You can call it a menagerie if you want.
We'll go with menagerie, that will do. I need to let you know, half the stock has gone. Half the stock has now gone. If this is in your basket, there are so many of you getting hold of this at the moment. I'm going to give you an opportunity to check out your basket. We're going to play the Club Inspire video, and then I'm going to recap the collection as well. So if you're waiting for an opportunity to check out, this is it. Here's Sara to recap all the details of Club Inspire.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the crafty makes. We'll send you a completely free quarterly Digimag direct into your inbox, giving you lots of hints, tips, inspiration, additional offers and some sneaky behind the scenes gossip from the team. So what are you waiting for? Become a member of our club today.
Absolutely, do become a member of the best club in craft, because it doesn't cost you anything to join. It doesn't cost you, there's no subscription or anything like that. Just a really awesome club to be in. Right, I want to take you through some more of these gorgeous samples that have been made by the design team, because they are absolutely stunning. And I do love that you can make it encompasses all sizes of cards really, which is awesome. From smaller cards like this through to your larger card sizes as well. Also think about doing all your concept cards. Think about scrapbooking with these. I think the beautiful autumnal winter scrapbooks are going to look awesome. How about doing little calendars with these as well, as has been done here? How about bringing them into things like your memory books as well? I think that would be an awesome way to bring some of these papers and these characters to life in your memory books. I love the fact that you've got the over-the-edge characters in here as well, because and also the edgeables, because what that does is it really means there's lots you can do with these when it comes to concept. Sorry, I've got two bits stuck together there. There we are. I've got myself all in a muddle. Right, so you've got these ones here as well. See upside, no, he's all the way upside down. There we are. But that gorgeous little mousey there. You can see as well the owl here as well. I love it when they're used together and decoupaged up and start to create layers in there as well. Think about creating apertures with that vellum behind as well, which is going to look truly, truly stunning. And also remember, if you are batch making cards, or you want to make a quick card, don't forget that in the back of the vellum pad, you've also got these really lovely big toppers in there. That means you could batch make lots of cards very, very quickly. And I love that, you know, this is such a simple card, but such an effective card, because there is no die cutting here whatsoever. This is just a combination of stamped images that have been coloured, and it looks really, really lovely. Lots you're going to be able to do with this whole collection. Still very busy on the whole collection. Remember absolutely everything that you're getting included in there as well, because there is absolutely loads in this big collection here, as you can see. You have got your embossing folder in here, your festive, foliage silhouette. You've got dies in here as well. We've got that foliage border, the happy birthday with love, that woodland deer stamp and die that you can only get in this collection. You've also got the woodland bunny stamp and die and the flourishing floral frames as well. Gorgeous stamps in here too. Let's not forget about those, the woodland animals and the woodland trio. And really, I feel like we've completely 100% knocked it out of the park with all the paper pads in this collection as well. You've got the 6x6 and the 12x12 patterned papers in here, which are just beautiful. You've got the 12x12 vellum pad in here. You've got those 3D die cut toppers, don't forget about those, and the textured cardstock as well. It's an awesome deal at an awesome price. Everyone is saving £51.86 or $54.30. Which is fantastic. Club Inspire Platinum members in the UK though, you're saving $72.60, taking this down to £83.20 today. Club Inspire Platinum members in the US, you're saving $81.30, making it $108 today. Every single person that gets this as well, we're going to send it to you totally free of charge. No postage and packaging, no shipping and handling to pay whatsoever on this collection, which is brilliant. It's a lovely little added bonus there for you. I need to talk to you again about these, because this woodland collection and these tri-blend markers, they are a match made in heaven. Now, the large collection, the 24-piece collection in this configuration has been out of stock for a while. It is back in stock. However, a quarter of that stock has already sold out and gone. If you've not tried our Tri-Blend brush pens, they are the same concept as our Tri-Blend alcohol markers, the originals, but these have got that gorgeous brush nib on them. So it means when it comes to doing your techniques for your animals, your furs, they are stunning. You've got all of these gorgeous colours that you can see in here, your browns and your greys through to your peaches, your pinks, your purples there, and also all of these as well. There's more primary tones there with the reds through to the yellows, the greens and the blues. And what you can see is you're getting 3 different colours in one marker. So with the dark red blends here, you've got DR1, which is your lighter shade, DR4, your medium shade, and DR7. And you can see how you're able to seamlessly blend from the darkest shade through to the lightest shade to get that depth, get that dimension, get that real artistic and sort of top-end finish to all of your different projects. If you want to grab these today, you've got a great saving on them. $71.99 if you're in the UK, $57.60 if you're a Platinum member, $107.95, which becomes $86 if you are a Platinum member. Grab them now whilst they are back in stock. Loads of names for that fox still coming in, Sarah.
Ooh.
I think we'll get to the end of this next demonstration, then we'll christen the fox, and then we'll move on to the next animal. How does that sound?
That sounds like a good plan, because I've got another awesome demo plan for you. You'd be making all of these cards now if you've got that ultimate on order in birthday week and that amazing USB. I would say that because it's me on the USB, but trust me when I say all the projects you need to know, including how to do these pyramid cards. Now, it's the first time I've made one of these live on Crafters TV because I've been waiting till you all had your ultimate so you knew how to do all of the sizing. So for anyone who's brand new to this, let me walk you through how to do a pyramid card, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to start with your A4. I'm going to get my ultimate out. Now, it's exactly the same if you do this as a 6-inch one, or I'm actually going to do a 5-inch one. So we've got on here a 5-inch square fold card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to score at the 5-inch square fold, right? I'm then going to turn it round and I'm going to score 5-inch square fold here, right? So that then what we can have, if I just put this up here, and if I bring I'm just going to bring the guillotine in just for speed, because we're going to trim this to a 5-inch square folded card, right? So that goes down there, and then this trims off here. And you need 2 of them. So we're going to do exactly the same again. I'm going to go straight down my 5-inch square fold, and up here, up my 5-inch square fold, I'm going to put that fold line in, and then we're going to trim the whole thing to square, and we end up with 2 5-inch square cards. So that's the first, oh, I can't even see my own line there, Joe, because I'm in the light. That's the first part that you need to do with your 5-inch square fold lines, okay? Then what you're going to do is you're going to bring this and you're going to line up, we're going to go diagonally across here. So what you do is you just line up this edge with here, and you're going to score diagonally across, all right? And then exactly the same with this one here, and you're going to score diagonally across from there right out to the other side, okay? So that's your first card. This one here, we're actually going to trim in half. So you would get, out of 2 A4 sheets of cardstock, or 8.5 by 11, you would essentially get you need 3 sheets of card for 2 of your, to make 2 of these types of card. So can you see that one scores all the way up the middle there? So this is what you're left with in terms of your 2 pieces of card to put it together. All right, so you've got your main one, and then this folds here. I'm going to score this over. I'm going to score all of these into place. And then essentially, Joe, what you're going to do is you're going to take this card here. This is going to stick into the middle of there, and that is what is going to make your pyramid fold card. You got it?
I think I've seen it done before, but I've never fully understood it. And actually, when the penny drops, it's pretty straightforward,
It's pretty
isn't
good. Well, watch what I'm going to do extra with this one, Joe. If I just take a little bit of dotty, right, and pop the dotty down here. So I just want to make sure that that's all lined up. Yep, so that's going to be right. Right, oh, God, you were supposed to stick there temporarily, your piece of cardstock, right? Here we go. Right, so if that sticks there, yep. Now I'm just going to do it, I'm just going to do it quickly, right? You're going to take your time. I'm going to cut an aperture into the front of here. So I'm going to get my supportive cutting mat out here. So I'm going to go straight down here, Joe. You will do yours with a ruler and a pencil. I'm just going to add, okay?
Sara Scissorhands.
Sara Scissorhands straight in there. I'm going to go along there like that. And then I'm going to come straight down here with this one. So you're going to cut an aperture into the front panel. And then make sure you cut through 2 layers there. Perfect. And then I can lift this back off. I've got a nice piece of that vellum, which I'm going to stick inside.
I must admit, I was very lost there for a second.
As to why I was doing that.
Fabulous idea that is.
And actually, I'm going to go really good. I'm going to stick it down really good with my using a little bit of red liner because I want this to stick really well.
Your shape nesting dies as well. Maybe you could bring those in and do that technique with them, Sara?
Oh, totally, yes. I've just done this easily, just so that I could do it by eye. But yes, if you're taking your time a little bit more, if you're not under the pressure of live TV, Joe, trust me, it's so much easier. You could do all sorts.
You can take your time. You've got all day.
Right, so there we go. So I've just got that little bit of tape in there. We're going to stick that down. And I'm going to pop that vellum in the middle here. So your vellum's going to go in there. And then that bit is going to stick back onto this bit here. Can you see? And I'm just going to do that with my tape pen. It should be strong enough to stick that one in place.
I love the opacity. I love the fact that it's like translucent out of vellum. So I think it's really interesting. Gives you so many ideas, you know, extra texture. Lots of people loving this show. Robert's excited for us. Joe and Sara Day. There you go. We've got our own day now. They're in San Diego. Says, got my collection in my cart with the extra paper, the vellum and the cardstock. We'll need to buy something for hubby now tomorrow in the softer side of live show. There you go. I think that's a fair exchange.
Well, do you want me to let you into a secret on that show tomorrow?
Oh, yes, please.
The softer side of life is a Sara special. I've decided to go foiling on fabric. So I am doing a really, really special show, foiling on fabric tomorrow. So any of you who've got the foil press, don't be thinking, oh, it's a softer side, so it's all fabric, so I don't need to watch. You're going to learn loads of what you can be doing foiling onto fabric if you tune in this time tomorrow.
Absolutely love that
Amazing
idea.
show planned.
Molly said, does this set come with all the paper? It does. It comes with all 3 of those paper pads, Molly. You'll be pleased to learn. Gina says she got this on HSN. It's going to be here any day. She's so excited. Peggy says, well, good morning from Massachusetts. Looking forward to the collection as my... looking forward to the presentation as my collection came on Saturday.
Oh, fabulous.
Robert's loving the Z fold as well, even more. The acetate idea is amazing. Go Sara. He says, you're on fire today.
Do you know what? I feel it, Joe. I feel like I am. You know when you just get a collection that just really gets the creative juices flowing? That was this collection. So look at that. There's my pyramid card. And it's going to go flat to go in the envelope. All right, so it's all going to go flat like this in your envelope. And then when you get it home, it's going to stand up like this and it's going to make into that lovely pyramid. And now all I need to do, Joe, is to stamp and colour in some of my little creatures to just embellish it all up.
Oh, sounds like a fabulous idea. Stephanie says, I love it that you can combine the elements and papers across the Nature's Garden series. I think the animals would be great using some of the winter papers too. I think that is a great idea. Molly loved the idea of the repeating of the edgeable, says that is awesome. Mary says that the double Z card is lovely. Right. I was meant to tell you, what was I meant to say, Johnny? I was meant to do 60%, wasn't I? And I thought, I'll just wait a minute, you know, it's fine. It's not going that, you know, it's going really quick, but I thought I'll just let Sara finish. In that time that we've gone from 50% to 2/3 of the stock now sold out. So after this next demonstration of Sara's, I'll run you back through everything that you're getting, but I am genuinely getting quite concerned that it might go, the big collection, if that's what you want, with the deer in there, that gives you the best value, which means you can get the entire collection. I am starting to get concerned that could go before the end of this 2-hour show. That is just how busy we are. And Sara, this stock was designed to last a couple of months maybe on our website?
Yes, this is what we've got, is what we've got. So yes, I will say this is the one that launched on HSN. So if you're watching in the US, they still have some stock available on hsn.com. So if we sell out of everything today, you know where you can go. But like literally, it is getting that that dire and that desperate, Joe, which quite often happens with a lot of our launches at the moment,
now,
doesn't it?
isn't it?
Definitely
It is a theme.
Right, I've stamped out the little mouse and the little toadstool. So watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to come in with the tri-blends, first of all with the red, and I'm just going to go around the little dots on the toadstool so that we don't end up colouring them in, right? Now, red is notoriously difficult to colour with, and I find something very rewarding, therefore, when I absolutely nail my red colouring. So let me just say, I'm going to come down the edge here, and I'm going to colour all the base of this in with the red, first of all. So I'm using the dark red blend. So I've done the lightest one first, which is DR1. And once we've got a whole base, let's have a look here. We're going to go underneath with the grey, aren't we? Once we've got a whole base in the DR1, then you can come and start and fill it all in. Then we can look at how do we want our mushroom to look rounded. So what I'm thinking is coming down, definitely around this corner here. So around here, you can see it's got a little bit of shading in, so I'm going to go quite dark with that along the bottom. And then I'm going to come with the dark red down the edge of here as well and bring that in around these ones. So you come in with the dark red, so we've got the lightest one. Then we come in with the dark one, right? Then we're going to jump to the mid. And you just go over the mid, so you go over the darkest shade with the mid. Remember, I've got another sheet of cardstock behind here. And then where it blends into the lightest one. So you're going to get all of that blending in there. And you can see just how juicy the pens are. Because they've got that brush nib, Joe, it just makes them super, like, extra juicy and even easier to blend with than our regular tri-blends. And then look at that. I've just got a lovely wet base. And we've got a perfectly rounded little toadstool.
So gorgeous.
I'm going to do exactly the same. So if we do the base, I'm going to use I'm using now the brown grey blend. And the beauty of it is I don't need to tell you which 3 colours I'm using. I can just tell you which one colour, because everything's from the brown grey. Put my base of colour in. Then I'm going to come underneath with the darkest shade. So we've got the dark in. And I'm going to come down one side. And then in a little bit like that. And then you jump into the middle shade. And just going over where the dark one hits the medium one. And just blending all of that out with little circular motions. And it's just so easy, Joe, and so incredibly rewarding. And then you come back in over that with the lightest one. Now I can do exactly the same with my little mouse critter here. So while that's evaporating, the ink is evaporating, I'm going to do the same with the mouse. So the inside of his ear would be like a pinky shade. So I'll come back in with the pink. But other than that, I'm going to put the base of colour everywhere down with the brown. So this is my brown grey and it's BGR1. So the very, very dark shade, right? Then we're going to get that lovely fur flicking technique going on, okay?
That was like a combination between fluff and fur, wasn't it?
Fluff and fur. Going to get a bit of fleur going on, right? So bear in mind, I'm doing it quick. You won't have to do it as quick because you won't be live on TV, right? So I'm just doing little flicks underneath here, and I'm creating a little bit of 3D on his body. And then I'm going to do exactly the same, coming down from his ears there. We're going to go a little bit round the bottom here. But I like the fur technique. I find it even easier than like the blending technique. So you're just flicking with that fur, right? And then you're going to come in with the darkest shade. That's the light one. We're going to come in with the darkest one, and we're going to flick even a little bit more still. So always just doing the flicking. And if you want that lovely blend, you can always come back in and blend, but you don't have to. The flicking is enough to get that lovely fur technique going on there, Joe.
Lots of people naming that fox. Felix the fox, says Connie.
Felix,
Diane
nice.
says Freddie. Denise says Joe. Christine says Foxy the fox. Robin says Steve. Stanley says Stephen. Heidi says it should be Dennis. I've got a Flora. Foxy Locks the fox, maybe, says Joan. What else we got here? We've also Sara. Sara the fox, Leanne the owl, Craig the rabbit, and Joe the hedgehog. There you go. That's what they should be called. Well, I must be a bit spiky then. That's all I can suggest. I think we're going to go with Felix. What do you think?
I quite like Felix.
Felix, yeah.
I love how you get to decide.
I mean,
I'm good with that though. I'm good with that. I'm absolutely good
I
with
can
that.
totally be overruled, you know. We all know that. Felix the Fox. Okay, right, which one are we going to name next then? We're going to have to name the mouse next, I'm guessing.
Go on, then you can name the mouse.
Let's
next.
name the mouse. Let me know in the comments. So, Crafters TV on Facebook, in the live there, or across on YouTube. Let us know what we're going to call that mouse. That's what I want to know. It is super, super busy, guys, on the website at the moment. Just to let you know, it is going really fast. That is adorable.
Isn't he lovely?
Yeah.
And look at the blend on that. And the thing is, Joe, I think you said it earlier, how quick is this to do? Because you're picking up one pen. The whole mouse I've done with one pen each time. Now, all I've done, Joe, is I've cut all of these out. So I've got my little mouse that I've cut out. I've done 2 toadstools. And then to pad it all out, you remember in the vellum pad, I'm going to lift it up here, right? In the back of the vellum pad, you've got some of these lovely die cut toppers. So you've got these lovely like vines in here, and these are all die cut, so they just pop out. You are so dear to me, just for you, you're a hoot. Then we've got another really cute one in here that I absolutely love. I have so much room in my heart for you. Have a nice day, sending best wishes, appreciate the little things. And you've got these little mushrooms and acorns in there as well. So they just come as a bit of a bonus along with your vellums. So what I've done is, yep, don't lose it, I've got my little mouse and my 2 little bits. So I'm going to pop these down on here, and I'm going to use my little 3D glue gel. So let's have a little look. I think we'll put the toadstool down here, and my little mouse can go down there as well. So toadstool and little mouse, do you think he's going to sit under there nicely? Yeah, totally. Toadstool and mouse, I'll just cutesy sit under there. And notice that I'm sticking this together while it's all in one piece, not while I've taken it back flat again.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do the same with a little toadstool here, so a little bit down there, and that's just going to go on this bottom bit down here. So there's my toadstool and my mouse. Yep, happy with that. So now I'll open that up, and then let's stick on the extra pieces. So I've got here, have a lovely day, would go across like that. And I've got some of the extra little leaves that I'm just going to kind of make a little flurry with them going underneath.
Awesome. Loads of you loving this. Who is it? Marie says she's gone for the whole collection. She really loves it. Mary loved that double Z fold as well. Ingrid says the stamps are a nice size. I admit I thought they were smaller when I saw them online. As it's lovely to see them demonstrated. She really likes the size of them.
Yeah.
Sylvia says love how these colours all blend together and are so vibrant and juicy. Loads of suggestions coming in for our mouse. What we're going to call our mouse. Wendy says Morris the mouse. Tammy says Maxwell. The early favourite for me personally so far is the next one from Karen, who says it should be Mitzi the mouse.
Mitzi the mouse, I'm liking that too. Well, I like Mitzi the mouse on our pyramid card. I think he's looking pretty spectacular there.
Absolutely.
And if you notice, so there's a pyramid where I cut into the front. This is exactly the same, the other one I'd done, but can you see I cut this one going down that way and this one going, it's just depending on which one I cut with my thing. But just shows you how easy it is to do, doesn't it?
And again, a really great project that looks so intricate, but actually really, time wise, didn't take too long to do, which is brilliant. I want to run you through everything you're getting in this collection, because as I said, 2/3 of the collection has now gone. It is super, super busy. You're going to get, of course, it wouldn't be a Nature's Garden collection without an awesome edgeable, and that's what you've got here. And I love this one. It's super versatile because you can use it as an edgeable. You can actually snip into it and layer it up to make awesome foliage if you want as well. We've then got also, with love, some great sentiments in here, legible, but they also are really in keeping with the collection. You've got happy birthday here as well, which is brilliant. Loving these toppers as well that we've got here. So these are the 3D die cut toppers that you've got, and these are awesome as toppers. They make wonderful stoppers as well for things like your easel cards if you want to use them there as well. An amazing embossing folder. I think this one is absolutely stunning, and I love that. It's quite delicate. It also matches beautifully with the design that is on your edgeable. So if you want to use those two together, they're going to work beautifully. As we were talking about, the stamps in here, they're an awesome size but they're cute, but they're grown up. They are sort of elegant whilst also being playful, which is why I think you guys have loved this collection so much. We've then got woodland animals here as well, with that gorgeous fox and the hedgehog in there too. I love this next element. I think this is awesome. This is your flourishing, again, get my teeth in.
Put your teeth in.
Flourishing floral frame. Not easy to say. What I love is, it makes this for you if you just want to stamp it all out and colour it, which I think is really beautiful, very refined, really summer, actually quite summery. And then also you can make it into this beautiful frame as well. I think a little picture in there as a little scrapbook page, maybe using that in things like your memory books would look absolutely gorgeous. Now, if you want the deer, the only way to get the woodland deer is in the big collection. It's the only way that you can get your hands on it. And I do think that the big collection will go either at the end of this hour or just after this hour. So this could be your only chance. If you want to get the deer, it's in the big collection, not available individually. You've also got the bunny in here as well, which I think is awesome. I think you're going to be able to use that a lot for over Christmas as well. It's going to be awesome in your Christmas crafting. In fact, all of these, you could pop these, all of these characters could be popped easily into a snowy scene, I think, and done if you've still got last minute Christmas cards or projects that you want to be working on. Now, it's not just about the dies and the stamps and the embossing folders and all of that loveliness. Of course, it's a lot also about the gorgeous paper pads. Now, 48 sheets. It's in the big collection. They're available individually as well. 48 sheets of these paper pads. Look at this gorgeous designs in here. You've got squirrels and toadstools and fallen leaves. Some of these are a little bit spring-like as well. And beautiful designs and backing papers within here. It really is stunning. If you want to get it on its own, it's on a great price individually, $12.99 or $15.95. 48 sheets, 180 GSM, 12 by 12. Half the stock individually is gone. You get this 12 by 12 in the big collection. You also get as well the 6 by 6 version too, which is brilliant. We've then got, this is proper full-on cardstock that we're talking here. This is now 230 GSM. This is a great weight for construction, for box making. If you want to die cut with this, you can. If you want to emboss it, it works beautifully as well. And again, really lovely shades, all colour matched to work beautifully with that big collection. You're getting one of these in your big collection. I think of the 3 paper pads, I think I'm right in saying that is your favourite one to add into your basket. Half of that has gone individually. And then, of course, this one here, 40% of this has gone. This is your vellum, but it's also got your really lovely big toppers in here, which is awesome. You've got 60 die-cut toppers in here, and you've also then got 24 sheets of the most amazing vellum that's going to pull through and work in conjunction with the collection, also with the other paper pads that you've got as well. It is so well curated and thought out. Now, if you're going for the big collection, we've got a great deal for you today. So everyone, as you can see, saves £51 or $54.30, and that is what you're saving when you go for the big collection. If you're cherry picking, going for a few bits, spend over £40 or $40, you're going to save an extra 10%, which is brilliant. But the best way to get the best deal, as always, is to go for that full collection. Club Inspire Platinum members, $83.20 today, or $108, which is awesome value for money. However, I need to let you know that 70% of our stock has gone. And yes, we had a big stock for this launch. We knew this was going to be popular. A lot of you have already placed your orders. There is an incredible amount of you in the ordering process right now on both our UK and our US websites. What I would say to you, if you've got this in your basket and you know that you definitely want to purchase it, please check it out sooner rather than later. I just wouldn't want to get to that situation at the end of the hour where it's a bit of a scrum and not everyone manages to get their hands on it that wants it. So if it's in your basket right now, do yourself a favour, get yourself checked out, make sure you get yours, make sure you get your hands on this incredibly exciting autumnal woodland gorgeous Nature's Garden collection, which I know each and every one of you are going to love so much. I cannot wait to see all of the awesome things that you start crafting with it. I really think you're going to have a lot of fun with it. Right, I'm seeing something very special coming up next, Sara.
Well, they were all very special. Like I said, I was the most excited about these cards as I have been in ages because I had so much fun getting ready for the show with all the detailed colouring. Now, I also feel like I can push things a little bit in terms of level of advancement of cards. This is another one that I did a tutorial for on that Ultimate USB. I'm going to walk you through all of it now, but this is a triple easel fold card. So I do feel, Joe, like we're really getting a little bit more advanced when it comes to doing a lot of our cards now. So for any of you who haven't got the Ultimate USB or you want to see how to make this one, I'm going to show you in the A4 size. If you're watching in the UK or you've got the A4 size Ultimate, this is all going to work with A4 card. But if you've got the US Ultimate and you work in 8.5 by 11 card, on your tutorial, this will all walk you through an 8.5 by 11 size. That's why I did 2 recordings of everything, okay? So let's get you over there a little bit. So you need 2 sheets of cardstock for it. And again, it's one of them things whereby you need 1.5 sheets of card to make the card. So 3 sheets of card will make you 2 cards, okay? I'm going to get my Ultimate out. And what we're going to do first of all is start off by scoring your A4 in half lengthways. So you need the half fold A5, right? So straight down the middle with half fold A5. Then what we're going to do is go to this side. I'll turn it around so that you can read the lines. We're going to work with trifold A4. So trifold A4 comes along this way. And then also turn it right round and do trifold A4 along this way, okay? So that is all of the scoring for the time being, okay? I'm going to do exactly the same with this one. So half fold A5 there, right? And then you're going to come along and you're going to go trifold A4 this way. And then what I would normally do, Joe, is just open the Ultimate up and use the trimmer. Or I've actually got my... I've got my paper trimmer here, which I've got the guillotine. So it just kind of speeds up all of that cutting. And then I'm going to take, so this is my side ones here. So I'm just going to do, so this is basically set 1 and set 2 if I'm doing 2 cards. So these are the stand-up parts of the easel card, Joe. And then what we're going to do is we're going to do the base card with the other easel, right? So this is the set that we're going to use. And then with this one here, so just fold over your score lines and give them a nice crease both directions so that you've got like a nice bit of a fold going on. All right.
Debbie Robinson made me a birthday card, which was one of these triple easel ones with the shadow alphabet.
Did
and I must
she?
say, she did. It's such an exciting card to receive. It's one of those that you put away. I've certainly done it. I've put it away and I'll get it out next birthday, put it back on the mantelpiece again because it really is a stunning card. And I think this is really the difference for me, Sarah, about, handmade versus shop bought. This is just not something you're ever going to be able to go out into a shop and buy.
No.
And people know that when they receive it from you.
Yeah, that's the difference. And that's what everybody wants, isn't it, Joe? You want that really professional handmade look. Right, so let's have a little look. That's going to be my first easel card. So can you see that there? We're going to stick this onto here. I'll just do the easels one at a time so that everyone can kind of follow what I'm doing. So down the sides, that sticks onto the bottom here. And there is my first easel card. Yep, so there's my first one.
Got it.
Then with these ones, right, so this is going to fold over here. And what we're going to do is we're going to go diagonally across here, right? So you're just going to line up that there with this part here. And I'm just doing all of these one at a time. And like I said, I know this is why I did I keep wanting to call it a DVD USB, Joe. It's because I think it's brilliant. It's great to get to show people these on Crafters TV. However, they are quite time consuming. So it's even better when I had that time on the on that Ultimate USB. I had the time to go through and kind of teach everybody all of this in detail. So that's why it's great to have them. So second one goes on there. And then we're going to do exactly the same here. So we're going to go crossway from there. Oh, hang on, crikey, no, we're going to go to the middle of this part here. Oh, look, I've lifted this off. Right, we're going to go from here up to that edge there. And we're going to go right across there. And that folds over. And then I'm going to stick this one back on the middle where it's come off, Joe. And you'll see this has given us that triple fold easel. Let's have a little look.
Sounds like like something they'd do on Strictly Come Dancing, a triple easel, isn't it? Or dancing on ice. A triple easel into a double fandango. That's what I'm always expecting, I think.
Right. So if I show you from the front, that's going to be the front easel. Then the second easel stands that way, and the third easel stands that way. Can you see that? And then that one stands up as tight as you want it to. So that is all of the folding on our actual base card. So once you've learned how to do the base card, 1, 2, and then the fold on the third one here. And then we're going to get ready and we're going to decorate it, Joe.
Awesome.
Right.
Loving that.
I'll take my ultimate out the way, and then you can all see. And obviously we're going to make stoppers for all 3 of these. So there's my 3 easel cards ready for this, ready for the decoration. All right.
Awesome.
So I'm going to pop them to one side, and we're going to start on some of the decoration. Okay. So decoration wise, I'm going to do, because I haven't had a chance to demonstrate one of these yet, this one here. So it's called the Flourishing Floral Frame.
I love this one.
It's fabulous. And actually what I love about it is it comes as 3 separate stamps, so that you can stamp this however you want. If you want to stamp all the way around, you can stamp your circle, and then you can stamp your other bits all the way around. Now I'm going to do it exactly as it was intended, as it looks like on the front of the packaging, right? So watch what you do. You start off first of all with the die cut, Joe, and it's so small, I'm just going to run it through my Gemini Mini, and I am die cutting this onto Nina cardstock because we're going to stamp and colour it as well. Oh, the Midi's launching soon. Those of you who are watching HSN, you've already had your preview.
I feel like I don't know who I've obviously pleased someone in scheduling somewhere, Sarah, because as an extra day today for me. Normally I'm here for 4 days with you, and then I'm away for 4 days. Today's an extra day. I've got a double Sara day with the Nature's Garden launch. Then I'm back in on Friday. I've got a double Sara day, and I've got the launch of the Midi with the exploding boxes. I've obviously done something right for someone. I must have made a cuppa for someone that really enjoyed it. It must have been a really good cuppa, and I hadn't realised.
I tell you what, it's not what you know, Joe, it's who you know, isn't it?
Absolutely it is.
Right, watch what I'm doing. I'm just lining, now I've done the die cut, I'm then lining up the stamps with exactly where I want them to stamp, right? Happy with where they're going to stamp. So you come and you pick up your stamps. Right, so we've got the stamps picked up there. Don't you be going moving anywhere, you cheeky thing, right? And I'm going to ink them up. And we're going to ink them up and then stamp onto them. So this is how you do your stamping and your die cutting when you want them kind of all in one go, right? So this is
be careful, because Debbie Fish has been putting stick and spray on that stamping platform.
She has, I've realised that.
She is a so-and-so for getting the stick and spray on there and then not stick away in it after.
Not stick away
as well.
Well, I think that's what's happened. It's kind of stuck that little bit. I mean, I've still got it absolutely perfect.
Yeah. And
but
not
that was
I'm
good
not to
luck.
Anyone up, obviously.
That was good luck and not good management. Debbie Fisher, you say?
Yeah.
Right, I'll be having words. I can feel it. I can feel it. So right, so there we go. That is, you're supposed to use the magnets, you see. There we go. We'll put that out the way. That there has got that exactly done. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring that little piece up here, and I'm just going to go and get lost in my own little world again, Joe. I've got the Alpine Green. And I'm going to use the burnt orange for some of the flowers, and I'm just going to do a little bit of colouring on some of these little flowers again for you, Joe.
I think you can make this quite summery as well. The board for this one is quite vibrant and quite summery. Definitely something you can do. Lots of different suggestions still for the mouse. We've got Reggie the mouse, Morris the mouse, Marvin the mouse, Squeaky the mouse, about Muffin the mouse, Herbert the mouse, Spike.
Herbert. I like Herbert.
Do you? Herbert.
I must tell you, I said... I told our Charlie, we've just been ordering all of our Christmas stuff. I've decided, Joe, that I'm going all out for Christmas this year. So I got a little bit carried away on the internet last night, and we've got all sorts of light up penguins and all sorts coming, right? Totally carried away, right? So I said to the boys, I was like, right, boys, here, I'll order this set of 3 light up penguins, right? What do you want to call them? Well, our Charlie just had a look and he said, Mummy, I think it looks like a Barnaby. So we are getting a Barnaby the light up penguin at our house. As soon as I've got him, I will send you all a picture.
Oh,
put a picture on my
wait
Facebook.
to see that. I bet they're so excited already.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know what? It's not. I mean, it sounds a bit... I had Christmas music playing in here yesterday, the day before yesterday, Sarah. Me and Craig were busting out the Christmas songs before our show. I'm feeling exceptionally Christmassy. I am getting that first. It comes in waves, doesn't it? The Christmassiness. I'm in wave one of the Christmassy feeling, because of course it's my first year this year I've done Christmas for myself, so I've got to go and get the tree and buy the decorations, and hopefully, of course, fingers crossed, if we're allowed, having some friends round to mine for dinner in my new place for the first time. So it's going to be so exciting. I'm thinking about table decorations and all sorts of wonderful things. It's such an exciting time of the year, and I think we all are really looking forward to Christmas this year, aren't we? We need a good Christmas this year.
I think we need a good one.
Absolutely, we do.
I don't know if everybody in the US watching it knows, but the UK has gone back onto full lockdown, you see. So we're all locked down. So we're able to come out and come to work, but we're back. All of our staff here are all having to work from home, other than the ones that obviously output our shows and whatnot. Otherwise, you wouldn't be seeing us, Joe, would they not?
Oh, no, absolutely.
So we're really lucky to have our core staff on site that are outputting the shows, but all of our buying team and everything are working from home. So, so we're back on lockdown, but hopefully just for a month.
Yeah, absolutely, just for a month, and then we can get out and start getting ourselves ready for Christmas, get our trees and whatnot. We got a big up for a good husband, please, Sarah.
Go on.
Michael says, hi, Sarah and Joe, just bought the full collection for my wife, Shirley.
Oh, yes, definitely. Right, you're getting the brownie points, mate.
He also says, thinking we could use flower-forming foam to make pine cones and leaves to go with the collection.
Yes! Oh,
yes.
Let's get another show planned in with the pine cones, with the flower forming. Absolutely, right. I love that.
We need a Woodland Animals versus flower forming masterclass, please. Love that.
Love it. Right, I've done a little bit of colouring on there, Joe. I'm very conscious that I really want to get another demo done after this one. So, in true Sara style, I'm going to say, here is one I prepared earlier. I've just realised, though, I missed one of the little flowers on the end. So I'm just going to colour this little flower on the end. But I'd pretty much got this all ready to go. So there we go. And I'm just going to start. And as long as you can see what I'm doing, Joe, yep. I'm going to put the card together. So I've shown you how to do the colouring. I've shown you how to do the corbett. I'm going to start and put my whole base card together.
Awesome. Bernie says, wow, that's a card base. Talking about that triple easel. Vicky's going to be making a triple easel as well. Jan says we should call the mouse Topo because Jan, of course, the lovely Jan in Ravello in Italy.
Yep.
That's what mouse is in Italian. It's Topo.
Topo.
So, Topo.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. I know, I like that one. I think, what did you say you liked? Your one was Herbert, was it?
Herbert.
I think it's going to be Herbert then, isn't it? Just pipping Mitzi. Right, we've got two more to name. We've got an owl to name. And what else? What's the other character that I'm forgetting as well?
We've got the deer.
A deer, an owl and a hedgehog. So, let us know the last three. Name suggestions for the last three for the end of the show. The deer, the owl and the hedgehog. We'll do them all together. Any suggestions in the gallery for names?
Oh, we'll have to have a think, Joe.
Oh, wait, no, I won't. They're going to get their thinking caps on next door. Loads of you as well, still loving this collection. Right, where are we at now, Johnny? 3/4 of the stock has gone, and there's a lot of you still in the ordering process at the moment. It is really busy. If you've decided that it's a full collection that you're after, then it's definitely making your mind up time. If you're just, maybe cherry picking a few elements, then you've got a little bit more time. But remember, the only way to get that deer, which is just beautiful, is now in that larger collection as well. Now, this is not Sara's only show today. I know, she is spoiling us. We have got another fabulous show coming up later as well. We've got a double, well, it's Monday Makers later, but we've got a big launch, Crafters TV launch.
Oh, we do.
Haven't we?
Are you
going to spill the beans a little bit?
Go on, I'm going to let you spill the beans.
Okay, well, it is one of our brand. I'm not going to give it all away. I'm just going to show you a little bit of ankle. It is one of our brand new craft kits that we are launching as well. So if you're here in the UK, it will be your first chance to get your hands on it. I know a lot of you in the subscription service will be receiving it or just about to receiving it. I've seen it, right, and I've been able to have a rummage through the box, and I think it could be one of the best yet, and I think you are going to love it. If you want to get ahead and shop ahead for the later show, you can do that really easily. Go to our homepage, click offers, and then in the drop down, select Monday Makers, and it will take you across to that product that's coming up. So make sure you get yourself across there and have a little look at that one. Lizzie the Owl is what Suzette is saying. I think we're going to have at least 2 girl names in this next bit because we need that. We need a bit of a gender balance. We've got 2 guys at the moment. Oswald the Owl suggests.
Oh, I like
Laura.
that.
Love that one as well. What a really awesome name that is. The Hedgehog is giving me vibes of Hubert or Harvey. Love those names.
I'm liking Hubert a little bit, I must say.
Hubert,
do you know what? Just to let you know, I haven't done the colouring in on this one just because you saw me colour the deer in earlier, right? So I felt like it was better to spend my time doing more demos than doing the same colouring that I'd done a little bit earlier.
Fabulous. Ollie the Owl suggests Jude as well, which is awesome. Talking about later in the week as well, I know I've got that great show later. Bit of a heads up on what's happening later in the week. The launch of the MIDI here on Crafters TV is happening on Friday. I'm really excited for that. I'm also really excited. I've got a double Sara on Friday and then double Leanne on Saturday. I mean, I really have done something. I've done something well. I've definitely, paid someone a compliment somewhere along the line. And also we're joined by Totally Tiffany. Boom as well. We'll have a Totally Tiffany masterclass. And then Tiffany's going to be joining us in the later show as well. Double Leanne, double Tiffany. The day after double Sara. I mean, what more could I ask for? You are
living the dream, Joe. You are living the dream.
Indeed, I am. It's like Christmas has come early.
Do you want me to show you how you finish off these easel cards? So I've done all the decoration, okay? I'm just giving these a good crease with my finger. And then the trick is you need them to have really good stoppers, right? So the really good stoppers, let's have a look, I'm going to get this really nicely folded down with my fingernails here, right? Now, the good stoppers, I thought, oh, look what I've done. Oh, dear.
We've got Australian deers.
We've got Australian deer. I literally put it together upside down. Oh, my life, right.
It's because you're doing it back to front and
I'm trying to do it back to front for the camera. Right. I won't be doing that again. Right, let's have a little look. He's going to come up there. Right, my deer is going to go on this one here. So we're going to stick you down there. I tell you what, it just goes to show, we are live.
Absolutely.
And we don't always get it right. So, right, here we go. So I'm going to stick my deer down here. And we can get it. Right, perfect second time. Right, here we go. Do you know what I'm going to use, Joe? Some of them toppers out of the back of my vellum pad. Right, so here they are. And watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to use these, so the acorn there, I'm going to stick it down flat. So that, because you normally say stopper, put your stopper up with your, whatchamacallit, your foam pads.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm going to do it like this. And then I'm going to bend that.
Oh,
so can you see you use that as the bend to hold it?
That's a new way of doing it.
Isn't it a bit different? And then let's have a little look. I've got another little mini one here. So I think we're going to do it at the same place, but I'll pop it up this way this time. So again, just a little bit of tape down the bottom of here. And then I'm going to use that as my stopper there. And as I'm looking at them, yep, that's going to be my perfect stopper there. Lovely. And then the final one coming up there, we'll use the tip of the mushroom as a stopper and put tape on all the rest of it, so that all you do is you put your tip of your mushroom where you want it to be, and then if I want that there, that's going to stand there, and then this is just going to stand up with another little bit of 3D foam. So that is how you would do your little stoppers there on your easel card. It's just lovely. That it's just a bit different, isn't it, as well?
It really is, and I think there's so many different ways that you're going to play with these. I think because of the size of the stamps and dies as well, Sara, you can use lots of them, can't you, on bigger projects? You can use smaller projects, but they can also be used on all your concept cards as well, because they're small enough to sort of, fold down or flap down or go where you need them to go, which I think is absolutely awesome. Do you want me to run you through the whole collection again? Because
you do that. I'll get ready for another demo, Joe, because what I thought we could do next is that technique where I show you how to mask the stamps off with the owls.
Yes,
right, so I'll get ready for that one.
Love that. Right, I'm going to run you through everything you are getting included. It is very busy. As I said, 3/4 now of the stock has sold out and gone. You've got that awesome edgeable here, which I think is fantastic. You can see there, it's just going to cut that detail in for you. And because it's an edgeable, you can do all of the edgeable techniques that you already know and love as well. Sentiments, they are an absolute essential when it comes to our Nature's Garden collections. You've got a few in here, a couple in here, I should say. You've got With Love and Happy Birthday. So they are two that you're going to be of the most used sentiments that you've got. You've got these gorgeous die cuts here as well, these die cut toppers. Now these are 24 pieces of die cut toppers in here. These are awesome for using as stoppers or on tags, or just those little kind of extra embellishments onto the front of your cards as well. The next one I've got here is the embossing folder, which is lovely. And I think as well, a lot of this is quite lush and quite full, so it's nice that the embossing folder is pared back a little bit, creates a gorgeous frame for you to frame that work in, which I think is lovely. Lots of compliments on this collection for the stamps as well. I think the stamps are awesome. 2 stamp sets in here for you. You've got your woodland trio, and then you've also got your woodland animals in here as well. Both of them absolutely gorgeous. We've then got this, that gorgeous frame that you saw Sara using. I think this is awesome. I think you're going to get so much use out of this from scrapbooks. I'm even seeing things like place settings with initials used in the inside of there. Turn it around the other way. How about double cutting this, colouring it, and laying one over the other one that way? And then what you'd actually get is you'd probably get that floral element running all the way around then, which is another way of using it. Start fussy cutting, get your 3D glue gel involved as well. You're going to make really gorgeous, lush, pretty full frames. We've then got here as well your woodland deer, which I think is fantastic. The only way to get the woodland deer now, incidentally, is in that big collection. So if you want it, you're going to need to grab it in that big collection. And then, of course, we've got the bunny in here as well, which is just super cute. It really is gorgeous. Now that is all your hardware, as I call it. Then we've got, of course, the papers. Now in the big collection you're going to receive this, the 12 by 12 paper pad, 48 sheets. You're going to get it in this size. You're also going to receive it as well in that 6 by 6 size as well. So you've got lots of options there when it comes to using this. If you wanted to grab an extra one of these, as so many of you are, the details are there on your screen for an extra one, which is fantastic. So you've got that in there. You've also got the vellum, but we really are giving you as much as we possibly can in every element of this collection, because what you've got is you've got 60 die cut toppers in the back of here, and they're not small toppers, some really big ones in here, which is awesome. And these are great if you are batch making cards. Maybe you need to speed make a card really quickly. These are going to allow you to do that. And then you've got that gorgeous vellum, which is 150 GSM. It's got that lovely sort of see-through element to it. Think about tearing it, distressing the edges of it. I think there's loads you're going to do. Box lids are going to look awesome with cutouts with that in there. So you've got the vellum, and then last but by no means least, you've then got the textured card pack. This is a full-on card weight. This guy's 230 GSM. It is your favourite, actually, of all the card packs we have, but beautifully colour matched. Going to work wonderfully with this collection. Maybe you're not going for the collection, you're just going for the card pad. Why wouldn't you? Because it is really lush, gorgeous cardstock what you've got in there. £19.99, £24.95 on its own, but it is in that big collection. Now remember, the big collection is incredible value for money. £104 if you're in the UK. If you're a Platinum member UK, $83.20. $135 if you're in the US. As a Platinum member, you can get this today for $108. Everyone's going to get free postage and packaging. Everyone's also going to get free shipping and handling, which is awesome. We'll send this to you totally free of charge. Remember also, this is a match made in heaven with those tri-blend brush pens that we bring you as well. If you've been waiting for the big collection to come back in stock, that bumper bundle, which gets you everything, now's the time. $71.99 or $107.95 if you're in the US. You've got a great saving on there. I know over a quarter of our back in stock has already sold out and gone. So you've been waiting for those. Definitely grab them. There's no better time. It's been out of stock for quite a while, haven't they? Those that sort of full collection packs.
We have, but we've got it. All you need to worry about is we've got it back in time for Christmas gifting, right? So we've got it back, and we figured whatever offer we were going to put on it for Christmas, let's just put it on now. Now the stock's in. So if you're wanting to get it now. Know that that is our deal from now. I would say from now till Christmas, but from now until the stock runs out, which will happen inevitably before Christmas. So if you're thinking about getting these either for yourself as a Christmas gift or buying them as a gift, this is our deal now from now till Christmas. Okay.
Awesome.
Now this is what I said I was going to teach you how to do, okay? So the little owl just comes on his own. However, if you want to stack him up so that he's standing on his friend's head, which I think is super cute, okay? It's done with what's called a masking technique. So a lot of you might be new to this technique, to stamping technique. Once you've got it, you'll be like, oh my word, there's so much stuff I can do with that. And a lot of the animals in this collection lend themselves really well to that. So let's have a little look, okay? I'm going to start, let's get my stamping mat out so that we can stamp nice and professionally, okay? And I'm going to just use the little small stamping platform. Now, bear in mind, all the stamps in this collection are photopolymer, which is why you're getting that lovely, rich, crisp stamp with them, okay? They are quite a bit more expensive, the photopolymer stamps, but because we've done them as part of the collection, we've managed to keep the price really low, almost at the price of acrylics for you. So our photopolymer stamps are honestly so crisp. When you're wanting to do the colouring, I think it's really important to have the photopolymer ones.
Is it the photopolymer ones that you can smell, that have a smell or they have no smell? Leanne's always sniffing the stamps to think that they've got the smell.
They've got the smell.
Awesome. It's the only way to tell. One of the only ways to tell, isn't it?
They look a little bit more cloudy, is how I generally tell the difference, right? Now, here's what you're going to do. The one that you want to see in full. So in this case, the little guy at the top standing on his mate's head. So the one that you see in full is the guy at the top, right? You always stamp the one that you see in full first. So watch, we're going to stamp him down there, and then there he is, right? So there's our little dude. Then what I want you to do is stamp him again. Now look what I've done is I've done him onto a post-it note so that I've still got a little bit of sticky already on it, right? And then you're going to lie that exactly over the top. And it needs to be exactly over the top, and that's just going to hold in place. That's your mask. So then what we're going to do is we're going to ink him up again. Once you've got a mask for a character, that's it, you're sorted. And we're going to come, now you're going to get the Sara special on the hair here, so you might want to have a little look from the front, right? So I'm going to line that right up so that his feet are on top of his little dude's head, right? There you go. So I'm going to go straight down on that so that when I lift this off, can you see they're on top of his little dude's head?
Oh, yeah.
Are you ready for Sara Zoom for the reveal? Ooh. So what you do is you get in there, and then when you lift this off, he looks like he's on top of his mate's head, right? What I will do, just to demonstrate it a little bit further, right, is I'll put that back on top of this little guy under here. Let me show you how to stand him. There's another stamp in this collection, which I love this one here. It's like the tree bark.
Oh, yes.
So if you want to stamp the little tree bark, it's in the other stamp set, okay? You can do exactly the same, and I can show you because you can stand right in the middle of the tree bark, okay? So again, you ink this up. Now I've stamped the guy that you want to see in full, and I'm going to go straight over the top there with his little feet on the tree bark, right? So I'm getting that perfectly lined up. Stamp that down, right? Come in for the Sara special zoom. Are you ready for this? So when we lift this up, he looks like he's standing on the tree. Do you know, before I learned how to do this technique, I found this whole thing beyond fascinating, Jo. And I used to look at cards and think, how have they done that? How do you get just that little bit that you don't see? And I never ever understood it until someone sat me down and showed me how to do that, and I was like, fantastic. In fact, let me know in the comments. Let me know if you're someone who already knew that technique and I'm teaching my mother how to suck eggs. But let me know if you just found that absolutely genius like I did the first time I did it.
Michael just sniffed his stamp but didn't realise he'd already inked it up. There you go. Make sure you haven't got ink on them, please.
Right, let's have a little look. So I'm going to colour my owl, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do them 2 shades of brown. So I've got the earth brown and the golden brown. Now, if you look at it, right, you might look at this end and think, well, they're both just browns. They blend together perfectly. Let me show you why that's not the case, okay? With my golden brown, there's the light, there's the medium, and then here's the dark, right? And that is on my golden browns. And right next to it, I'll put the light, the medium, and the dark for my earth brown. So these are my earth browns, right? So completely different shades. And watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to go, let's do the owl's little tummy first, right? So I'm going to do that flicking technique. I'm going to preserve the highlight in the middle by flicking up, but not giving it a whole base of alcohol, right? So can you see we've flicked up, so we've got that flicky edge. I'm going to turn it right around, and I'm going to flick from the other side. Our Leanne taught me this technique, and she said to me, don't be too gung-ho. She said, I know what you're like. You've got no patience. She says, but you've got to preserve that highlight for it to look really rounded and genuine. So I've preserved that highlight in the middle, and then I'm going to come in with the middle shade, and actually 2 shades is probably going to be enough, and I'm going to flick up from the bottom, preserving that highlight. So we've got the highlight in the middle, and then I'm going to preserve the highlight and flick up a little bit more from the bottom, all right?
Awesome.
Lovely. I love that fur effect.
If you love colouring as well, and you love the colouring elements to our shows, don't forget Colour Me Happy as well, which we have every single Friday at 4 p.m. in the UK, 11 on the East Coast. It'll be myself and Sara with you this Friday, and we've got some brand new stamps on the show as well from Lee Holland. So make sure you join us for that, especially if you've gone for these tri-blend brush pens in this show as well. I'm looking forward to that one, Sara.
Oh, it should be a brilliant one. The Lee Holland stamps are these gorgeous little cute dragons.
Ooh.
And I'll be honest. I've got dragon friends here in the UK.
Absolutely,
So
we've got a very own cute dragon here at Crafters Companion in the studio.
Well, I made all of my dragon friends I made them a lovely little card using the and actually it wasn't the other dragons, it was the producers on the dragons show. I made them all cards using the dragon stamps. I'll have to share some pictures of them later because they were just beyond cute. Right, so that's what we're going to be doing on Friday's show.
Be awesome.
And they're
that's
wonderful
after
to colour.
That's after our big launch. It's going to be a big deal.
Do you know, Friday is going to be fabulous, actually. I've already started. So basically we've got this wonderful box, it's great for Christmas presents, okay? I've been spending some time at the weekend getting all of my photographs ready to use in the box. So I'm going to be doing some really personalised boxes on Friday.
Awesome.
So you definitely cannot be afford to be missing that show on Friday, let me tell you. I know I say this about all my shows, but when I tell you that Friday's show is going to be awesome, I promise you're in for an absolute treat.
Yeah, it's going to be absolutely incredible. Can't wait for that. Also, Ben will be with you as well tomorrow and the next day. So he'll be here with you Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. So we've got a launch party coming up, of course. He's got a great launch party, apparently. There's a stocking. I don't know about a stocking. I'm going to have to find out in the break. I'll find out and see if I'm allowed to talk about it.
Joe, if we told you, we'd have to kill you.
Oh.
We'd have to kill you. It's something special for charity. So you've got to tune in. I'm not telling you any more, but trust me when I say it's going to be fabulous.
Oh, you're going to have to make sure you join Ben tomorrow for that. He'll be here, of course, with Creative Cravings as well on Wednesday. Carlo coming up on Thursday. And then also all of our morning shows for you as well as we go through the week. So make sure you join. It's going to be another awesome week here on Crafters TV. It's been amazing. I mean, it's been a really amazing 4 or 5 weeks, isn't it? It's been incredible.
Every week's amazing here, and it just gets more and more amazing. Do you know what really worries me though? Our lovely director's just come in my ear and said, Sara, you do know you've only got 2 minutes left on this show.
What?
And I'm just merrily colouring my way into the... I feel like you've seen the empowerment, you've seen how to do the stamping on the level, and you've also seen how to get that lovely furry flicked effect. But then also, look how he looks really rounded in his face there. I just think that's fabulous. And the different shades of the brown. So everything I wanted to teach you there, I'll just walk you through the card as I was going to do it, okay? So awesome. I've done a stepper card, all right? So I've got here just the top step and then the front step. I did have some lovely colouring here. So I just used some of my Harmony Water Reactive ink pads to ink up a background, and then I'd embossed it to get that lovely outline. So the embossing is going to go on the back there, okay? Now, if I just show you on the overhead how everything pieces together, okay? That would go on the front like this. And then what I've done is I've created a lovely 3-dimensional frame, Joe, using some of the lovely vellum. So that just creates this lovely 3D frame on the front. And then when you cut out your little owls, that's what they're going to look like on there. So you can have your little owls, and then they can sit on top of that little tree trunk. Now, obviously, when I stamp them all as one, or you can lay them up like this. And then all I'd done is I'd also done the little fox and the hedgehog as well, and just laid them up. They're going to go along the bottom. So if I show you the finished card on here, no, we've run out of time, but at least you've seen how to do that really important stamping effect. There's that card there. Doesn't that look fabulous? In fact, we've got some amazing cards done in this show. I'm absolutely thrilled. This is one of them ones that you want to save and come back and watch again later when you get the collection delivered.
Absolutely. If you're watching us on Facebook, share it, save it, bookmark it on YouTube, get over to the website, watch it back anytime you like. And also, Sara, I'm guessing we'll do when we get more stock in, I'm guessing we'll do a masterclass of some description on this in the future.
So here's the thing. Yes, I promise I'll do you a masterclass. No, we won't be getting any more stock in because all of our Nature's Gardens are limited editions, like the Sara signatures. So when this is gone, this is gone. So chances are we'll sell out of the big bundle, and we'll have to put together a smaller bundle, for example, that won't have that deer in. So if you're really wanting everything, today is the launch of our Woodland collection. If you're wanting everything, go and order it now this afternoon, because once them individual pieces start to sell out, yes, we'll be doing more shows in future and I'll be teaching you more with it, but a lot of those components one by one will start to go and we won't be reordering any of them. That's why they're limited edition.
Absolutely. But do you want the best news? The best news, it's all in stock right now. The bad news is, I think we are we over 80% now sold out and gone? I think we're in that situation whereby if everyone that's got it in their basket checks out, it will be touch and go as to where we are with the stock. If you're watching this show back after, at a later date, check the website for the current livestock situation is what I will say. Right, we need to get a cup of tea in us, maybe a little bit of lunch as well, because we have got an amazing, honestly, you wait till you see what's coming up in our Monday Maker show. You're going to absolutely love it. So quick cuppa then, boss, and then back for Monday Makers, yeah?
Sounds like a good plan to me. I'll see you in an hour. Do not go anywhere, because what a show we've got lined up for you.
Absolutely. Don't forget to check out those baskets. See you in an hour.